Real deep.
Smooth jazz hour with DJ Patno.
Ooh, yeah.
My voice sounds very obnoxious. I can't do jazz DJ.
And we are live.
Yo, what up, Eric? Man, how you
We're
doing?
definitely live. Hi.
Can't take anything back now.
Not at all.
You convinced me to do this. You convinced me to drive all the way out here for you.
Shit.
Yeah, we are in it for the long haul.
Yes. There we go.
Yes.
Hours and hours upon fucking driving for only driving about 45 miles.
And
We really should have got cars. Camels was not the way to go, dude.
What?
yeah.
Well, I'm saying you should have got a car. Look, I understand. I know that they're your pets, but just saying, if you would have drove a car here, that would have been great.
Bitch, we drove a van
I
here.
know.
We got camels like cigarettes.
That is true. We do got
Oh,
camels.
were you trying to be like offensive?
See, I'm not good at offensive
It's-
things.
Suck it.
I'm a very offensive person.
It's not even hump day, guys. It's Saturday. Come on.
That's true. You got a point there.
But yeah, with us today, we have Sam Noorani.
Hey.
Saying it right? Make sure.
Yeah.
And we have Omar Gonzales.
Hey, what up?
I like those glasses.
I appreciate. You know, you're not the first person to always tell me that. Like every girl has told me they love these white glasses. Like it's just like that's like the compliment where like every woman's just like, I guess they're like too nervous to talk to me, so they'll like be like, oh, what can I do? I got a compliment about, oh, glasses, yeah. This happens every single time I wear those glasses.
I mean, that was my angle, definitely.
100%.
Super nervous
You know
over
what I
here.
mean?
Do you get mistaken for a girl often, or?
I get asked if I'm pregnant sometimes because of my beer gut, but I've been working on it.
So on
I've
your,
really been working on
I
it.
saw
So
Junior,
what?
it
You're on
can
your
happen.
500 trimester? Is that what it is?
Ah, man, if you only knew how much running I've been doing.
Away from things emotionally.
You gotta look fit pregnant.
With-
though. Like fit pregnant.
I
is
have
fucking
like a duffel bag full of concrete that I drag around while I'm running. So it's a sled.
That is true.
Baggage.
Hey man, that's how you get power, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, Sam and Omar here, comics from the Austin circuit. I've been having more folks come down here to do the show and whatnot, so thank you very much for making the drive.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks for having us.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you
no
very much.
problem. My AC is really loud. I'm going to turn it down real quick.
Alright.
You can talk amongst yourself for a second.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, did you want me to like mention the podcast and stuff like that, or did you want to mention the podcast?
Hey, you should mention the podcast now.
I think I should probably
Amongst
mention.
ourselves.
Oh, what? They're still recording? Okay,
I
cool.
guess so.
So me and Sam have a podcast that we've been doing for about a year now. It's the All Regrets podcast.
Yes,
All right, let me repeat that again.
I-
Me and Sam have a podcast together.
I just regurgitated something. I made noise.
Not helping.
Sorry.
The edit points on this one.
Did you?
No, it's just so.
Well, yeah. And see, I didn't even have to ask you to plug anything. You had it
No,
ready.
We had it ready to go.
Quick on the
All
draw.
Regrets, the podcast about regrets.
Well, this was a good recording. Good day
This is
now.
I said good day.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Omar,
What's up?
the suits,
Yeah.
suits, the bow tie. Have you been doing that the whole time you've been doing stand up?
Well, I've been doing that before I did stand up.
Before you did stand up. So
100%.
what have you done other like stage stuff?
No, meaning like that's how I just kind of like did my normal life.
Oh, that's
Everything.
cool.
I normally just, I don't know, like beforehand when I was young, I used to dress like wild and stuff like that. Like I also
Yeah.
dressed like a gangbanger like a lot of the times and stuff.
Yeah.
No baggy clothes and everything, button ups all the way up to here.
Yeah.
Here's stuff in, you get like pulled over, you get a lot of shit. People want to fuck with you about it.
Mhm.
And then one time I was driving a city bus in El Paso, and when I was there, they had two choices for uniforms. One of them was you can go in shorts and like the tightest compression shirt you could freaking have, and everything like that. And the problem with that is that like everybody in Southern Metro was fat as fuck, so it's like minimum like 250 pounds.
They didn't look it.
They do.
They probably look good with those compression shirts.
They had the not the good kinds, or anything like that. They were just tight. That like the really super tight shirts that like just shows all the curvatures in your body, all the rolls.
Okay, but what
There's
if
like one type of shirt. So it's either that or you're allowed to wear a button up and stuff. And I saw a guy, like one of the old school drivers, wear like a suit and everything. I'm like, oh, cool, that'd be cool driving. So for like a while, I was wearing like a regular tie, doing my bus drives and everything until when my tie got caught in the wheel, I nearly choked myself out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
that wasn't a rule?
Well, the problem is that like these guys on Metro are not the smartest people, so they only had the clip-on tie. But I'm like, I'm a real man. I'm gonna wear myself the regular tie. Yeah, that's not fucking fun.
Yeah.
Then I just switched to bow ties, man, and just kind of like one of those things where just like, it just felt good and it felt right. Like, you ever heard the Deion Sanders quote where it's just talking about look good, feel good, play good, get paid good?
Yeah.
I mean, I just kind of did that mentality.
Yeah, I was just curious about it. Like I was like, was there like a connotation to like old school comics or something, or like how? I was curious of the depth. You know?
No. And then you're right. That's how I kind of started with it. It just became who I was. And yeah, I did like I said, I do like it when like old school type of comedy and stuff like that, like Jerry Seinfeld and everything. Just like, oh yeah, you go nice and dressed up, doing stand up. It's kind of yeah, you're right. It is a throwback, but
does it make you feel more comfortable than like a t-shirt and jeans? Or
it just makes me feel like me.
It's kind of branding. I like it. I like it.
Well, here's the thing that's crazy though. So like when I started doing Austin and comedy, one of the comics told another comic, just like, hey, you've been doing comedy for like 4 years, but yet nobody knows who you are. And then she just looked at me and just said like, hey, you've been doing comedy for 4 months, and everyone knows who you are. Not in the sense of like you're that good. You're just like, oh, that's the guy with the bow tie. Like memorable. And that's what the whole point is about. If you're doing stand up and like people remember you, and if you're good,
you want that.
That's how. That's exactly how marketing. That's marketing works 101.
How long have you been doing stand up?
I was doing it consistently for about 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
2 years and some change. Yeah, I've always wanted to do stand up and stuff like that, and it's like one of those things where just like it felt cool. At the time, so I was like hearing like these comedy podcasts, like Rogan, Fighter and the Kid, and stuff like that, talking about like great stand-up boys. And so I figured like, oh, I just moved to Austin, and I could do stand-up there. And then like I moved to Austin, and then 6 months into Austin, I wasn't doing stand-up until I decided, fuck it, I'll take a class on it at first. And it's just really the excuse for you to get on stage.
Right.
It's the thing I was worried about, like the advertising too. This thing said like, hey, if you take this class, the final test is doing 5 minutes at Cap City and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. And the guy I talked to seemed like he had a lot of clout. Guy's name is Sam McDonald. Do you know?
That sounds vague. I'm sure I've seen him perform.
Yeah, no, you haven't. That's why.
I
Guy's a piece of fucking shit liar.
Oh, wow.
What happened was...
I was like, that name sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, I know. It's just like any fucking generic name.
That's a fair statement. Sam McDonald, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very fucking fair statement. He doesn't do comedy classes anymore, but he's like, he just told us that at one time, was like, all right, cool. So I said 5 minutes at Cap City. We're going to change that to doing 15 minutes at an old folks home. Yeah. So my first time on stage was at an old folks home, doing with like a mixture of like friends of the other comics that brought in, because of course I didn't know anybody at the time, and then like a bunch of old people, like a line of fucking wheelchairs.
Yeah. So I can imagine the crowd was pretty dead.
No, actually they loved it. It was just pretty much. The sound effect made it real.
Hudak, I did Hudak's show. He has a soundboard ready to go. I love it. He's over there on his tablet.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds so annoying though.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. Like he's good with it. He's good with it. Him and Craig, man. The GFY show. I did it just a little bit ago. We had because we're all from New England originally. So we had like that connection, and that's kind of what the show's theme was.
You do give us the other vibe.
I feel like I'm
shipping for crabs.
I feel like I'm way more southern though. I've been in the South so long, between Alabama, Kentucky here. I fucking hated Kentucky, by the way. Fuck Kentucky. Anyway.
Here they have wonderful fried chickens.
They have wonderful fucking meth fried fucking racists. That's what they have.
Meth chickens.
See, I was gonna say New Mexico, but because New Mexico is now the capital of meth. And everything. True. Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Like every time you think of meth and stuff like that, you just drive by. Oh, the blue.
I just think it's cool that people like have things.
Yeah.
Like meth in their community.
Yeah, like people have the state bird and the state flag.
Who's meth it out of his mind.
This is our state motto. Let's do meth.
Is it like one eye extremely big and the other one is like not so much?
Yeah, it's on the
just
crest.
Tweaked out like crazy.
It's on the flag.
That's fair. Okay. I was shitting on the Maryland flag earlier, but that's all right.
Hey.
I don't know what that looks like.
It looks like it has crabs.
Oh. It's okay. I figured it was a flag.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
like it's just the basic table mat that you put on there, stuff that he grabs out of. That's it.
So like a gingham pattern, like a picnic table.
I'm being serious.
that
It's a
the-
picnic table. There's a part of it that's a picnic table.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
take a
have
look
to
at it
look
right
up
now.
the
It's a
Maryland
pretty
flag.
trash flag.
Hmm.
It looks like it. Like I said, it looks like it has cracks.
Sit at a picnic table,
Wow.
rub elbows,
Exactly.
eat
Yeah,
some egg
right,
salad
right.
sandwiches with grandma.
They
No.
just dance like this. They do a crab dance.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Rock,
Yeah, that's how they meet each other. It's like, oh, you're from Maryland.
fucking rock lobster.
Mr. Krabby. You know, stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. I probably. You think you look like you can work on a boat?
What?
You're not gonna follow me on this one? Okay, let's go talk
yeah,
about something
totally. Both.
else. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's
Okay.
just talk about something else.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I got lost for a second.
Dumb. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
So a boat has crabs.
Yeah, no. Like I said, we're talking about my birthday. Yeah, so the guy had me do like stand up in front of like a bunch of like old people and shit like that, dude. And of course, like the first 5 minutes went pretty well, and then all of a sudden, like the rest of the time, it's just you bomb for about a minute, then you just realize, oh, these guys want racist jokes, and you just give them racist humor, and they're fucking happy about it. So.
Yeah.
No,
First
you're
time
right.
to stand up.
It's like old, like, dude. Just
You just see the puff coming out of his eyes of all the dust.
got the air thing in his nose.
Yeah, that's the way we used to say it. That's just what we used to say.
Dad Brown isn't funny. Yeah, stuff like that.
He's one of the good ones.
We shouldn't deport him. Anyone new poets?
Good stuff. Good stuff. Sam,
Mm-hmm.
I had the well, for one, I saw Omar for the first time. It was like I think the first time I did Cap City, I saw you there. That was the first time I saw you perform. I saw you. It was the hosting gig over in what was that town called over there up the road?
Bertram?
Yes.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I was there with Junebug.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I get drunk at those a
It's
lot.
fine.
So by the end of the night, I'm like,
Well,
I
that's
just gotta
no,
fucking
that's how
get
we
off.
led to having you booked on the popcorn
Yeah.
trick, which then became this because I took a break from that
Yeah.
show. So you know, whatevs.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was gonna ask, how long have you been doing comedy?
I think 4 or 5 years. I took a year off at one point because I was doing school stuff, and then I came back. 'Cause
Nice.
Fuck school.
What were you in school for?
It wasn't even a school really. It was like a coding boot camp.
Mm.
I'm Brown. I did coding just to get under my belt for work stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so intensive where I was like, I can't do comedy and this. So I just took almost
Yeah.
a year off to go do that.
Nice. Yeah, Austin's real tech heavy. Past like I don't know, like 10 years probably. Been building up. Google Fiber and don't they have like an Apple place over there and stuff?
Yeah, Apple, 3M, Dell,
Yeah,
like
several things.
there's a million things.
Yeah, there's that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what's up. I did some IT stuff in the military. I did like satellite and radio stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, networks.
Yeah, do like top clearance shit and stuff like that, or it's just.
Well, I was secret.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
some
You can't talk
secret
about
stuff.
it. You know what?
Yeah.
You're right. You can't talk about it.
Yeah. But nothing too impressive. Don't worry.
No.
That wasn't like fucking doing anything crazy.
No, like I said, you were just using the Patriot Act to look up ex-girlfriend's pictures. Man, I get it.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
You know?
You should be able to hack her phone. Why not? It's for the
In
government.
camera. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
why not? You know.
Yeah, you're making sure she's safe from terrorism. That's what you're doing. You're
doing
a
the world a
patriot.
favor.
Yeah.
Hey,
You don't even have to. do
You're
it
a
for her.
good person.
You're very good.
I.
Eric
know-
Snowden's a piece of shit. You're a good guy.
Hey,
I don't care
Ed-
what he told me. All right.
Yeah, everybody hates Eric. I mean,
Right.
that's the deal.
Yeah.
And I never know where it comes from because I try to be a genuinely good person.
Yep.
Generally and genuinely, but there's always just some hatred somewhere.
No,
I don't know why.
I get it. I get it.
It's like, what the fuck did I do to you? I don't even talk to you. like, this motherfucker's smug. No, I'm like motivated. Let's be motivated. Let's create.
Get to know me. You'll find way worse shit than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it takes time and effort, but you know what? You'll find a reason not to like me.
I mean, damn, we haven't even covered my skinhead days. I mean, let's go.
Oh, wow.
Let's start there.
No, that's just the Ed Norton phase.
Well,
You saw American History X, you got inspired, and you're like, yo, I should shave my head.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Curb
mean,
stop things.
You're like, those guys weren't that bad of a guys, but he turned out to be a good guy.
yeah.
Look,
And-
I know you like Edward Norton as a guy, but no, dude.
No, what?
He
We're
was a
hanging out, we're
shitbag
playing
through and
basketball and stuff like that.
He's
It's
not your
crazy.
friend, dude. I'm sorry. I know you follow him on
You be
Insta.
friends with a pterodactyl on our podcast. Well, I can't defend Ed Norton. Fuck you.
Okay,
Pterodactyls are more
I'll be honest. I'm not Nazi Edward Norton, but I am Fight Club Edward Norton.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't
Split
think that haircut would work
personality.
for you though.
Split
I like
personality.
that.
The
I like
Nazi
the
thing
ending
would
to
work.
that. That's
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah, except without all the terrorism at the end there.
Oh yeah,
That was the best part.
that's true. 9/11 reminded. Oh yeah, that's right. Terrorism.
God damn it! I was about to say it. You're quick. I like it. He never forgot.
No, of course, I never forget.
Oh shit.
I can't because I'm brown. People are racist.
Ah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have room for that and the Alamo. That's amazing. Omar.
Fucking multitasking over here with the hatred.
Hey man, that's how we relate to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we just hang out. You're just like, remember the Alamo? And you're like, remember 9/11? It's like, yeah,
Bros.
that's most of our
Man.
drinks.
Clink.
Fuck yeah. Good stuff.
No, actually, our last episode was based on 9/11. We just recreated
Mhm.
like the day of 9/11 and everything like that.
Like that's what we do. I don't know about you, but anybody that like was old enough to experience 9/11, when we all get drunk, we're like, hey, what were you doing on 9/11? How did you learn about 9? It's the weirdest thing we have to talk about.
I was in history class, I
See?
believe. Yeah.
Do you remember what day it was? Not the 9/11 part, but you know.
I was in Brantley, Alabama, small school I went to there. I remember one of the football coaches that was the teacher. He came in, Coach Ashley. He came in and he turned the TV on. It's like, explained what was going on, and I was just like, "Is this the apocalypse?" Little did I know, 2020, guys, 2020.
That was later.
Because there's listen. Hey, if shit goes down, but I'm gonna have fun while I'm here.
Are we gonna be complete assholes to like people like 20, like about, I don't know, young people in the future age, like it's 1950 or something, no, sorry, 2050 and stuff like that, and like we're just hanging out, it's like, you guys don't know shit until you experience 2020.
Man, go
I mean,
fuck
we had like a
yourself.
shitty ass time.
Every
You guys think it sucks
generation
now
has this
at
bullshit.
2045? No, we went through some real shit in 2020. Kobe died.
The quote unquote.
Kobe died.
That was a toilet
That was
paper
the catalyst
shortage.
that just broke in the flood and
They
everything
took
shitty
they
happened.
took Kobe.
They took Kobe.
And then they took Chadwick.
They took Chadwick.
While all this racial frustration stuff's going on, police brutality and all this stuff.
Yep.
So it's just things just keeping amplified to crazy levels.
Well, we're stuck in our houses and stuff like that, of course. We're
That
all
too,
insane.
stir crazy. Everybody's bored.
And
I think
fucking
that's where
sucks.
most of the fucking shit ups come from. People are fucking bored. They're bouncing off the walls in their house, and it's like these fucking white kids up in Seattle and shit. Like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Let's go throw some Molotov cocktails at Macy's. Like,
Well, of course they're gonna do it
It
that way because they're
yeah.
used to having their day planned out and they're going like, oh, I gotta go to recital practice and then I gotta go hang out with my friends, all in a structured time limit. Now it's just more like you can't do shit.
And also, who
Yeah.
the fuck does anything in a healthy way? Right? Like, I'm frustrated, I'm pent up. My first thing is aggression or just like being volatile, yelling, whatever. A healthy way is not to do that.
Or put it in a more productive manner, like lift, like CrossFit and just squat.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Like,
you
go
should do it.
punch
Just go
something.
squat.
Sam has mastered
that will get
squatting
you in
after a
jail.
lifetime.
Only punch rate.
And that's CrossFit.
That is true. God.
Couldn't help myself. I saw you, your IG. There was like some weightlifting stuff there. Barefoot, all that. So it's good base.
You get a good base,
Yeah.
your feet's to the ground of Mother Nature, and when you're squatting, you don't do the butt wink.
Do you still lift a lot? Or
Nah, man, COVID kind of ruined that shit for me. I was on a routine going, and then all of a sudden, like, the COVID shit happened, and then, like, all the gyms closed and
Yeah.
everything. Apparently, one of the persons that was in my fucking building got COVID, so I'm like, shit.
yeah.
And everything got overstarted. Everything, and then, everything just kind of went to being a shitty Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be honest, dude. I was when I first got out of the military and stuff, and when I first was doing comedy, I was in the gym like 6 days a week, And then after my divorce and stuff, and I had all 4 kids, and I was by myself with them constantly.
Yep.
Workouts just did not happen.
No,
I got really fat
can't
and just
get-
sunk into my
you-
couch and was depressed. It was like, I'm just gonna get fucking bigger and bigger.
You're at that
Whatever.
position.
I could like set my beer on my gut and stuff like, yep. Play Call of Duty or something.
You mix
how bad
ale
I
and
can
your
make
gut
this.
goes forward, and that just gives you a drink.
Now I'm a cup holder. I'm a coaster.
You're like, I could get that freaking guacamole off my nipple, but hold on, that's a lot.
Dude,
That's a new skill.
I remember like eating like some chips, like some salsa falls on me. Just like scoop it up. It's like so being a fucking slob.
No,
I was
it's
so
recycling.
bad.
That's great.
No, you're just
Such-
putting seasoning on there. That's all you're
It
doing,
was
man.
so bad. It was so
Marinate.
bad. But no, like
Those
last
fat moments, though. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
It just reminded me, like, one time I was like, we were eating at a freaking Chinese buffet, and then afterwards, I
Fucking
walked-
love Chinese food.
Look, it's great when you're obese, but like you're done.
Yep.
You're done. And I remember just walking out, and my brother just looks at me. He's like, "Why do you have an ice cream cone in your hand?" And I'm just freaking looking at him, and I'm just thinking, yeah, it's pretty fucking fat. Like
Yeah.
just walking out of a Chinese buffet with food in your hand. You're just
I don't
like,
even remember
"Ugh."
making this code.
I didn't even
Yeah.
want this
Who
shit. I
even
was just
put
like,
it in
it's-
here?
Yeah, but it's
It's-
free though. I'm getting my money's worth.
It's
They
the
didn't
American excess. It's hardwired.
That is true.
We can't help ourselves. We were taught to clean your plate. You'll be full, but you'll clean your plate anyway.
Yep.
You know, that's all stuff I've had to unlearn
Mm-hmm.
late 20s and stuff. Like, hey, wait, you don't have to do that. What are you doing? You're like literally stretching your stomach out. Stop. Like,
The first time I went to a buffet not by myself, but like as an adult with my friends, I went to a super salad, filled up on all of it, and then stumbled outside and just went, bleh, just
Oh, man.
puked for
Ooh.
like 10 minutes in front of them. And the whole time I'm like,
Did a garden grow after that? Because you were giving all that
dude,
fertilizer?
I was like near tears. I was like, tell the manager I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sure people walk by and think I'm having food poisoning. Just so bad. I was like, please tell the manager I'm so sorry.
But isn't that a compliment though? You ate so much that you wanted to take it out?
I just figured it's soup and salad, so you can eat all you want. It doesn't really count.
I don't know. It is kind of weird when you see someone puke croutons. That doesn't.
Yeah, it was just
That's weird.
it
Just
was
like
mostly
it's just
soup.
all bread.
Yeah, soup with a
Yeesh.
little bit of salad texture.
a little bit of broth burn on the way back out.
Yeah,
Ooh.
still tasted pretty good. Not gonna lie. So
Imagine.
Super
That's how,
salad.
that's how I know it's good food. If you puke it up and it's still like, not bad.
I wonder
mean-
if that would digest though.
I mean, dogs do it all the time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they appreciate a meal.
And they're smarter than us.
They are,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Oh,
can lick
no.
their own butthole.
That's pretty smart.
Mm,
You don't have to buy a bidet.
not at all.
Yeah, I stopped doing yoga when I realized that my dream was going to be a reality.
Yeah, you know, that is just
I can touch my toes, but that's as far as I can go.
just too many slots in the old column spine. You know, I mean, spinal column. Like,
Although I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen videos of like somebody like stretching out their back, where they could like put on one handstand and like go like under the legs where their head is popping out this way.
mm-hmm.
And stuff, which is by the way a great angle if you're gonna suck your own dick.
Hey,
Stuff like that stuff going the other way forward.
you got to do what you got to do. Social
Mhm.
distancing.
Exactly.
You got to get by.
Did you start at the balls?
And
Oh, that's a good question. If I was sucking my own dick, do I do
I
I
mean,
do
if-
all
if
the
that's
well? That's
the
like, do I do
position.
all the bullshit women don't want to do?
you do. It's like all the little extra details, or you just go for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, I think. Look, this
like
is a
I
special
suck my own
treat
balls for like a
you.
little bit.
You lit some candles. You did a bath bomb
Yeah, I did.
that night
Mhm.
before.
I got you
You're treating
champagne.
yourself.
I got you that album that you like on Spotify. You know.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
You start at the balls, dude. You fucking start at the balls.
Yeah.
Good job, Omar.
All right.
Go
cool.
ahead.
Mhm.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You might want to move the camera down to the floor.
That's. I don't know if I could bend that far.
You're still working on it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm still working on it.
We'll
Eventually,
talk
I'll-
again in a month.
Yeah. Like, do I consider it a success if it's just one ball? That's it.
I mean, you're gonna start with one ball, obviously, but the
Mm.
goal is 2 or 3, however many you own at the time.
You know what? I'll text you when I can suck my own
Okay.
ball.
I mean, if you have one ball, then you know what? Success.
No,
There's
no.
time.
What if I just get to the ball and just be like, this shit was so horrible. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh well, then yeah, then I wouldn't do it if you don't like it.
Get some hair stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hold
true.
on.
I don't need fun.
Be good to yourself, dude.
Oh,
Why
oh,
are you
no,
raping
yeah.
yourself now? You don't like it and you're going for it?
I don't know.
Right.
Shut them up though. Like you're just like, all right, just get it out of your system.
What fuck is happening?
Well, you're out there like you've never given like, all right, fine, just stick it in. Who cares? All right, let me just. Here, I want to
Yeah,
watch.
but not to myself.
Oh.
To myself, I'm like, hey, I like you. We're cool. What's up? High fives. But in a nice way.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Don't beat
No,
yourself up.
actually, that's the whole point of it. I believe that's the whole point of that, sir.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
So, Omar,
What up?
have you always been in Austin? Are you originally from Austin?
No, I'm from El Paso, Texas.
El Paso.
So I was in a
Long drive.
8 hours of nothing.
Hmm.
Nothing like that. You just see all the fields that you fucking want for 8 hours, and if you could stay awake through then, you could drive. I don't know. Everything. But yeah, I was there for like 16 years.
Okay.
Everything, man. Most of my life in El Paso. Before then, LA, then Delicias, Mexico.
Nice.
And everything. So,
How was Mexico?
having lived there when I was a kid, it was like, so I was hanging out with my grandpa, and he made us like work on the farm picking chilies and shit like that, dude. 3 months of that shit, you just realize, yeah, I don't want to be fucking picking chilies when I get back to El Paso.
How
Or like,
old were you?
think I was like 6 or 7. It was like one of those summer vacation situations. I know that for sure. I befriended a goat. We killed him in Christmas. My uncle Lico was like, "Yeah, you want to be? You got to teach you how to be a man." I'm like, "All right."
You want help? We have child labor.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. That's fair. That's just how families work.
Hey
dude.
man, when you get to a certain age, man, you got to kill an animal. You know what I mean?
You
Have
do.
you ever hunted?
Actually, my family.
Okay, let me rephrase this. When you went to the lobster tank, did you pick which one was gonna die?
That's hunting.
That would technically be hunting.
That
I would
is true.
suppose. But no, like my family were like Maine, like where my roots are. It's all like hunting and fishing up there. It's all game. Like my dad's twin brother, he actually leads like he takes people out like on expeditions to go hunting like black bear, moose, whatever. And he owns like a fucking tons and tons of acres, has like multiple camps on it and stuff. So
Is
like
he talking about animals or black guys names? I don't know, Sam. You're better at this than I am.
Sorry.
it's like I
I
said.
was enjoying the story.
When you
of
see
the
black bear and
monster.
moose, I got uncomfortable.
I was just thinking earlier too, like I didn't say it, like I was like, we live in a time.
Were
of
you wearing hoods at this time?
We live in a time of sound bites.
Okay.
And the part where I spoke about theoretically being a Nazi, somebody's gonna take very literally.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. All your words, whatever you're gonna say, are gonna be recorded. Are gonna be
I
used
mean,
against you, man.
after you
of course,
said
deep state, bro.
black bear,
QAnon, man.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they're just gonna put parentheses where they want.
Yeah.
Because I could be like, Black Lives Matter. Most of my friends are black or brown. Pretty much everybody hang around.
Yep.
But somebody else can go, oh, he said Black Lives Matter. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
The world of sound bites.
That is true.
Don't you think all of them matter?
What, sound bites? Yeah,
All
because we put it all
sound bites
together. That's
All
like
sound bites matter.
Yes, all sound bites matter.
They're all like equal. They're all good,
Yeah.
Yes.
etc.
It's just everything's on camera. You realize everybody's a piece of shit, and you move on.
It's
That's
the-
the way of the world is.
The thin blue line of the waveform on Adobe Audition. That's how it goes.
The waveform gets spiked every time there's like a word that you're not supposed to say, and it just goes down disappointingly.
Oh,
It's just sad that she's like, I know this is gonna ruin your career.
oh God.
Yeah, it's gonna
family. We're back to family. Great.
slow, gentle. Like,
I don't know. Oh, okay. Say your racist shit, but like with the jazzy voice. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
yeah,
All right.
keep it jazzy. White people love mayonnaise.
Do it in a ragtime.
Spin it.
James. Am I
Need
right?
need that fucking racist ass WB frog.
That bitch was green. He can't even be racist.
Oh man, he went on to become Pepe, the racist ass meme frog.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's not how I wanted to know, man. I didn't want to go on some random podcast and find that out, man. I
Sorry,
feel
dude. The
bad
guy
for
who
him, man.
created Pepe was like, fuck Pepe now. I'm sorry, guys. Bye.
Yeah, he did. He actually did.
yeah.
He separated himself from it.
Didn't he like kill Pepe or something? Or he did like
probably.
one final goodbye comic, I guess.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
yeah.
this Reddit.
Did Pepe go
and
to a protest with an
all that.
AK-47? Is that what Pepe did? Is
4chan.
that how he died?
I guess like it was just like weird, like pro-Nazi shit. all
Yeah, a
Isn't
lot of
that
that.
kind of weird, man? You have a logo, then all of a sudden, like your logo is the symbolism of racism.
You know, and the places that are like the most racist are typically like super segregated, and that's why it's like this. Like it just breeds ignorance. That's where it comes from.
Well, yeah, it's an echo chamber, man.
We
Yeah.
haven't experienced something new, and it's scary. So
Yeah,
why
we-
even try?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been stuck in a liberal party for like how many years has Twitter been out now?
45.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Probably. Right. Probably.
For
right.
45 years, yeah.
Oh God, I'm so old.
You're not.
I
You're not
was
even.
7 when this all started, dude.
What, the beginning of this podcast?
Yes.
All right, we're not even close to
Hey.
being along yet.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Mhm.
Just flies right by. Welcome to the future.
Oh my God, it's so different now.
Hey, get the chip. She's gotta be chipped.
Oh fuck! I just wanted like a hover car.
Oh,
Shit.
wow.
Oh,
Are we
no.
that advanced where my servant, my robotic servant just gets startled? It's like, oh, I'm up. I wasn't on standby. Let me get you a chips, master.
No, you gotta go down to the mines, the Mars mines. That's where you're headed. That's what everybody gets.
Oh man, you
So
know what's
fucking
kind of
push
weird though?
robot.
You ever look at like '80s movies and like what their vision of the future was
lo-
as compared to like to the vision of
I
the
l-
future with
I
ours
love
is?
I love the '80s. I think it's like one of the best periods,
I'm like thinking about like Rocky
pop
4.
culture wise.
I'm thinking about like Rocky 4 when they're like, oh, this is how a robot servant would look. It would just look like a big old freaking like old school freaking
Happy
Polaroid
birthday.
camera. That's how it would look like, just like rolling out into you and like big giant words. It would just say like happy birthday. Beep, 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 beep.
You know, I'm disappointed that we don't have as many like pointy shoulder outfits. Because
Oh,
the 80s told me in the future we'll have bigger shoulder outfits.
It's
It's true.
Yeah, we
not
trusted
saying
ourselves
that.
with a lot of pointy things. You wouldn't have pointy shit now.
I don't like pointy shoulders.
Yeah, no, but I
Feels
mean, like
threatening.
you can't put it on now. You know how many people that's gonna stab?
Yeah.
Some guy's gonna fall on your shoulder, and all of a sudden his eyes in the back of his.
I'll make it out of foam. You know, like what if I impale myself? That'd
Do
be
you not
stupid.
know how weak the eye is?
What?
Even if it's a foam thing, like it's gonna freaking.
What?
stab
What? You
the eye.
doing this and shoving your
People
head
are
into the
dumb. Have
foam?
you not seen TikTok?
Okay, that's fair. I
It's
respect.
strange.
That'd be a great TikTok.
Take back my
The thing,
Hey, TikTok stars just trip and fall on the 80s freaking clothing with
I-
spikes.
I hate TikTok because everybody that is like being famous on TikTok,
Right?
none of it's not original content. They're just lip syncing and shit. It's
Yeah.
stupid. It's so stupid to me. It's like, all right, so we already set the bar like super low with
Okay.
lazy things that you can be like famous and recognized for and get rich off with,
Mm-hmm.
like say, I don't know, the Kardashians or anybody on Love and Hip Hop or
Mm.
fucking Real Housewives or any of that stupid shit.
I grew an ass. Now I'm famous.
Well, that's just CrossFit.
I mean,
CrossFit.
That's CrossFit, and I follow her. All right.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm pro growing ass.
Look, I was pro as before you guys. So you're like, hey, the Browns and the Mexicans
Oh,
like.
but you're gonna be the hipster of ass.
Yes, I'm gonna be the
I
hipster.
like
of
ass
ass,
before
all
everyone
right?
was tasting
I
it.
was in
Omar.
the Boricuas before you fuckers.
Omar
Put that out there.
absolutely loves Pitbull. I'm not even Cuban.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I don't think he was. You remember, like, Pitbull came out looking like every other fucking rapper. Then all of a sudden, well, he's a guy that just puts on a suit. And then all of a sudden, like, he becomes a fucking mega sensation.
You are the comedy Pitbull. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, it is.
It's everything comes full circle.
Okay, and I would take that in half a fucking heartbeat, man.
Hell
I will
yeah.
sell the fuck out like crazy. So that's my argument against you your TikTok. If you could find like that one niche thing, and that feels a marketplace for it, and you get super famous and rich off of that shit, more power to you, man.
Yeah, I try not. I do,
More power to you. Of course.
I-
Like,
Omar's pro ho.
this
it out.
this year especially, even when, which I'll talk about stuff I don't like or whatever.
Right.
But like as far as like on with internet interactions and shit, social media, and all that, like just like trash. I'm like, oh, this is fucking stupid. I don't even do that anymore. I'm like, just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling.
well, you had
Yeah.
It's like there's no point.
What's the
You had
point?
kids.
What's
and
the
that's what
point?
happened.
What's the point of just throwing more negativity out? You know, it's like it doesn't do anything.
And-
It doesn't serve me any purpose.
And
Nah.
it's like the same points are getting made over and over again with different words. So it's like I'm reading the same thing and just why add?
Although,
Yeah.
hold on a second.
I try to.
What if you get like that one tweet or like comment that like, trended. Like all of a sudden you look at your phone, you're like seeing a shitload of likes
Well,
and
you're
everything.
saying.
Oh, I'm saying.
that is
Okay,
what
I'm saying.
preferred.
I'm saying the difference between like a comment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reply to a comment,
Right.
but just like content that people put out.
Okay, that's
No.
fair. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I'm just like, I'm not like you suck, but I'm not gonna just like go like, hey, you fucking suck. I'm like, whatever.
Fuck
It's not
it.
for me.
Yeah, you just don't get a heart. Suck it.
Yeah, it's for people that eat a lot of Percocet and fucking whatever else, planks, all that good stuff.
No, but here's the thing though about like those TikTok people though. You know what? What else are they gonna be fucking good at? Yeah, I mean, give them something good to be.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Have a house party with a fucking bunch of people. You're known as the guy who's having a house party. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I mean, do you feel like we've had a template of this for a while?
Yeah, it was
Like-
called Snapchat before then.
Oh no, and
then
no, but before
We had
that,
Vine.
America's
Yeah.
Got Talent or
Venmo,
American
or Vimeo
Idol.
or some shit.
Every
Yeah.
jackass that shows up on a stage and sings a song has a chance.
Who won the first American Idol?
Kelly Clarkson.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
True
particular name.
Texan.
Who won the second?
Shout out to Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen her lately. Still hit it.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
she,
that.
She got
Monica.
she got her comfort weight on, but I still would.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
still super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, here's the thing. Me and Sam were talking about this.
Oh my bad.
No, me and Sam were talking about this. Where like you get like a nice woman with like she's got a little bit of panza and everything. She's got like curves and the wrong extra curves, but then she carries herself with this attitude.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're just like,
Confident.
dude, I don't.
I think she
No,
put. I
but
think
I
she
wanna
put the
fuck her.
thunder on you, man. Just
Dude,
fucking
there been
rock
some
you.
there been some ladies that put the thunder on me, man. Like thick ladies that like
Yeah.
normally I wouldn't go after, but for some reason like, you're hot. Okay,
Hillary.
boom. Hillary's got a badong.
We talked about Hillary.
Hillary,
Hillary's
which
got-
Hillary?
She's got
Hillary
pancakes. What did you
Rodham Clinton has cakes, bro.
Oh man.
She's got them. I've seen them live. Cakes.
Ugh.
There's a reason why Bubba's there. Fuck off. All right.
He's
Bubba
only there
is
to
there.
chaperone. He's just there as like an arm piece.
No. Okay, so you're saying to me, Bill Clinton, horn dog and everything,
Yeah.
is in that freaking library, and he's of all the chicks that he could freaking pick, he looks at Hillary Rodham Clinton and be like, I don't know if I can go for it.
She was
And then
super-
all of a sudden she gets up to go to the bathroom. He's like, oh damn, look at them dunks, and it's just that's how history was
Alright.
fucking made.
No, I feel like
That's
Go for that
Billings-
badonkadonk.
That is,
All
a,
right.
that is a deal. That's not a relationship. That is a
No,
business
it
deal,
started off
alright?
as a fucking, then it became a deal.
Yeah, okay,
There was a
whatever.
one night
It just-
stand, a 2 night stand.
It's not a
there.
real relationship anymore. We're just two bros living together, and
Well,
look, we got a baby.
That's just
That's what
the
it
parents
is.
being together for the kids. You know what I mean? Like I've
That's
done
not
that
my
before.
kid.
No,
That is-
it's just so you don't have to pay rent for 2 places.
I'm saying
That
is,
is,
she don't fuck, and he does.
That is exactly why me and Hillary stay together for the kids. Shout out to Pizzagate.
Damn it! I was gonna make a transition to that, and you got beat me to it.
I know you saw that. I know you saw that oil painting on Jeffrey Epstein's island. It's pretty fucking sweet.
Oh, that was so spot on. I felt creeped out a little bit.
Just saying.
Hey, you know.
Your voice did a creepy shoulder massage from behind.
I was trying to add some edge to my shoulders, bring the 80s back,
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
a little
no.
bit of edge.
It was a great bill.
Yeah, that's a great bill. Yeah, yeah, I do a little bit
Oh
of
man.
that stuff. Sam,
Mm-hmm.
are you an all-time Texan? Have you been here forever?
No, I was born in Pakistan.
Really?
Yeah, and then I showed up when I was 4.
Nice.
And then we stayed in Texas, like in the Carrollton and Wills Point area.
Mm-hmm.
So, like near Dallas-ish.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's it? Okay. So what is it? What is it like? Because I don't know. What is it like in a Pakistani household growing up? Is it like super like? Was like religious? Was it very like conservative? Was it kind of open, like free space to talk and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, I had a couple of Pakistani friends growing up, and they had a pretty liberal household.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were religious, but, the kids had more freedoms. And mine wasn't like that. Mine was kind of religious and like, we're in a new country and nobody knows anything. I don't want you to go bang things at 8 because they assume everybody just fucks.
Which they do.
Well, they do. That is absolutely correct, but I wasn't allowed to be part of that.
Okay.
I feel so sad you're not allowed to be part of the fuck club.
I know, but I don't tell my mom.
Oh,
but I did.
you know, your mom listens to this podcast, right?
She does listen to this podcast.
She has
wants
no
to say
idea
hi,
who I
by
am.
the way.
But once she
says
does,
hello.
she will join the long list of people that hate me.
Okay, cool.
So you're saying the majority of audiences hate listens?
I guess they people, you know, it's like I said, it comes. I don't know where it comes from.
It's numbers. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's numbers. You
don't
don't even
know.
care where it comes from. Russian bots, download all my shit all
Yeah.
they want, man.
Hey.
Just give me those
You
numbers.
know, it's
Just
fine.
you know what?
Just download.
All
Just-
what is it?
Just
All
look at my
press. All press is good press or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Just view all my TikToks and then I'm a TikTok asshole.
show's doing pretty decent. You know, for being brand new, it's doing pretty decent so
Oh,
far.
that's a good.
And it's gonna, you know, I just like I said, I'm getting ready to close on this house and stuff, so I can't pour as much as I want to into promo and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get on Adobe and work on like cutting some stuff together and making like some actual good looking like, you know, stuff to promo and stuff with. So that'll come along. It's all part of it.
Jeez, the level of production that you have, man, is actually quite impressive.
Yeah.
Wait, kicks our ass up at like a mile.
I humbly accept that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, dude. I work my ass off, dude. I really
No,
do.
I know.
Mhm.
I've made like the whole time I've been doing comedy and everything else, I've made like a ton of sacrifices, like either, you know, time wise,
that's
money wise, all
That's
this.
what happens when you drive home and you're crying and you're just like, this is what I was meant to be.
You know what?
People like at that moment it's like that crying. But then you know what? All the other times you're gonna cry when you get home. It's like, I can't believe that
Yeah.
joke, Bob. I want to
Yeah.
fucking kill myself. You know
At
that
least I'm
shit.
crying for a reason
I'm
right
crying
now.
for
Okay.
passion. You know what I mean?
let me have one emotional moment from being passionate about something, guys. Jesus.
No, that's only if you're watching The Notebook and that's it.
See, they're
Oh.
smacking.
You're
it.
allowed one
You
movie
know,
credit,
you know what?
that's
I'm gonna let you guys have this because it's the time to hate white people, so it's okay. Anyway,
Welcome to our podcast.
Oh
the
my
Hate White
God,
People
thank you
podcast.
for being an ally.
hey,
Thank you for realizing you're the problem.
I completely understand. I got the punchable face.
I mean, if you want to take a moment to punch yourself, then
I'll
we will
just-
totally support. Oh God,
That's
you're
right
just,
there. Just
No.
feed
You
me.
were an
No.
angel.
They're love.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
They're love taps because somebody has to love me, and so I do.
Aw.
So yeah.
See, back to aggressively sucking on yourself.
course.
Good
Yeah,
job,
and back
you
to
guys.
what you were saying, blowing yourself. Hey, I'm over here blowing myself right now. And
You're like that scorpion
good.
desk that I saw that's kind of like goes over and like just cracks every moment. Of course. Eventually there's going to be a feature where that chair has to suck your dick.
you know, I'm just trying to make the 6 and the
Oh, hold
9.
on a second. You did not see like that freaking chair that's like a scorpion with like the computer screen right there that goes on like this. You sit on it and then like the computer screen goes in front of you.
That was
Oh,
actually
man.
kind of cool.
Well, that is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'll spend thousands and thousands of dollars on that because eventually there's going to be a hole at the end of it with a tube, and that thing's
Oh,
going to suck
Jesus
your
Christ.
dick.
Couldn't you just get
Just
like,
saying, it's going to suck your dick
okay,
while you're
but
watching porno.
couldn't you just get like the vacuum cleaner? How it has that extension hose?
I
Couldn't
don't
you
look
just-
at my appliances
Couldn't you
that
just
sexually.
couldn't you just hire a hooker? I mean,
Oh yeah. Also
That works too.
like
Yeah,
a real human being. Oh no, you don't want to cry for
No.
the vacuum.
You
That's
just
fine.
gotta- you just gotta-
That vacuum will judge me less.
And it'll drown out
It-
your crying.
You-
It doesn't suck a 20 out of me.
you just gotta hire one of those cuddle specialists, which I'm sure there's a bunch in Austin, and then just cry a couple times, and you'll get a pity
Yeah,
fuck
but
out
they
of
don't
it.
like it when I cuddle from behind.
Oh yeah, they've got cuddle rules.
Yeah, they got
No,
cuddle
no,
rules, man.
no, you can't do the spoon. No big spoon.
No,
Mm.
they. I went to some show at the Paramount
That's so
like
sad.
years ago, and
Yeah.
they had a cuddle group there
Yeah.
at the end of it, and they were like, "You guys, if you want to just cuddle with a stranger, come on over. Except these are some rules of things you can't do." And I'm like, "That's creepy as fuck. I'm not
No,
interested. Goodbye."
no, you just go to a bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you could call
Just
us
go
what
to
you want.
any underpass in Killeen. We have plenty of homeless
Mm-hmm.
that they need love.
No, of course.
Everybody needs
They need
love.
donations, and then that's what you're doing out there.
And you know, they might need
You can give to a food shelter, of course you can, but they know how to use the money the best.
they might need an EpiPen. You know,
They
you never
might
know.
need an
Yeah,
EpiPen to inject it in themselves.
You know, what was
A
was
black
this,
tar EpiPen to
What?
inject
No, I was
into
gonna say, what
themselves.
is the anti-narco shit they fucking shoot people with? I can't think of what it's called.
Oh, the anti-narco EpiPen.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I do know. what
She
you're talking
knows.
about.
She's
I
been
have
hit
no
with it
idea.
multiple times.
I watch a lot of CSI. Okay.
And just like that, Sam is a heroin addict. Thank you to Sound Bites.
Don't
Shout out to
mess
Sound
with
Bites.
me. I know all the things.
Yes. In
Oh,
Pakistani
God.
households, we don't want you going out being too crazy, but
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
little black tar hair,
You
would,
get
you
it,
know,
yeah.
and it's passe.
And that's the liberal
You can pick
houses.
some
And
up.
your house was like, okay, you can get a Dr. Pepper.
It's better that you learn in the house than out on the streets, you know?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just had like a pretty controlling mother.
Yeah.
Like,
My house was wild
really?
because,
Oh, wow.
yeah, no. Like,
Like fun
I-
wild or
Yeah, yeah.
bad wild?
bad wild.
Oh.
Like, it started out, was very little, a lot of domestic violence, drug
Oh,
abuse, a lot of
yeah.
drinking and stuff. After they split up,
Mhm. Did they split up the double wide or was just like they just
well, no, we had
left
like a
each other?
big. We owned a. It was we owned. My dad owned a big duplex. Like it
Oh,
was
wow.
like a full size house with like
Mhm.
2 sides on it.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's how I ended up in Alabama. Was that? But it just
Mm.
like because my mom was like PTSD'd and stuff from that, it just carried on. It just went on.
Oh.
Like my sister ended up on meth. She was like 15, fucking some 25-year-old dude and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hey, I've made it a long way, guys.
Mhm.
Shout out to progress.
Okay, you mock that,
Yeah.
but that. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You mock that, but that is quite an accomplishment, though.
Well,
For everything,
I
like you
was-
do, like I know there's a part of you that reserves yourself. I'm like, I should give myself this compliment, but I know I got to be funny and be pretend I'm a piece of shit. But it's like, no, you have a house, dude. That's fucking badass.
Well, yeah, I'm just rent, like I told you, like I'm getting ready to
Mhm.
close on the place.
That's the thing and
yeah.
stuff like that. Like you're getting ready to buy a home and stuff like that. There's many people your age that aren't gonna get there.
They
They're
don't
not
even
gonna buy a
have-
house. They're fucking living with the roommate with me.
They don't even
You know what I
have
mean?
like $100 in savings. Like,
No.
Yeah.
like by our age, we should have something in savings.
They
you
have
know?
they don't have any
In-
equity.
No, I had all
I
of the
guess-
savings I had was all in crypto, and I ended up like as I was like upgrading stuff, I ended up dumping all of it so I could buy hardware upgrades.
Mhm.
You know, and you're like, hey, this stuff looks great. Like, yeah, this is like a couple years worth of savings I dumped. You
no,
know?
that's but that's
So-
still like you probably added. Crypto was spiking after a while and stuff like that a
Yeah.
couple of years ago and everything. And like,
Well,
did
the-
you ever think
the-
that like 100% like
difference?
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I remember I knew about Bitcoin when it was $200, $250. I heard like a Freakonomics podcast on it
Mhm.
and everything. And then like all of a sudden, like not even like 6 years later, it shoots up to fucking $20,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just like there are many things that like get like a return on investment, but there's not a lot that would increase about like 20,000% in like a couple years. That's like equity type of money where you're talking like a small business, then all of a sudden, boom, you're freaking like, oh shit, I have shareholders now and everything. But now thinking about that, how do you think these TikTok kids feel? You know what I mean? They're going from like, oh, I'm a piece of shit, like doing my TikTok, yeah. Oh, all my fans out there on my TikTok, all 56 of you. You know what I mean? Yeah, numbers growing. That's the numbers of our podcast. By the way, all you 56 of you that listen to All Regrets are still watching this, hell yeah, we love you.
Wow, that's a really high number. I like your self-esteem. Mine, I was gonna say like
The fact that
7.
we did more than us, it was great. You should just be happy I did that. But no, imagine like I said, you're doing a TikTok where it's just like, oh, I'm a college girl. I'm dancing, waving my shoulders. This is how I
Oh
dance.
yeah, it's shoulders. They're definitely just waving their
Their
shoulders.
shoulders around, and then all of a sudden you have like 50 million freaking views on
Shoulders
TikTok.
is a weird way to say tits, Omar. I'm just waving
I
my
know that
shoulders
you have to remember,
about.
well, this has to be appropriate for the Chinese
Look at how hot
government.
this is.
Look
I'm
how
on the
much
TikToks.
Look at how my
hell is that?
rotator cuff is going. You know what I mean? Just, I have loose rotator cuffs. You want to see them
Did
swing?
you call them tater tots?
No, I said rotator cuffs. Damn it.
Oh, rotator cuffs.
Tater cuffs.
I-
That's what they are. They're
I
tater
love
cuffs.
tater tots. That's adorable.
That is very
No,
adorable.
actually, no. It sounds pedophile. I hate it. I hate
No,
it. I hate it so much. No. Take it back.
Tater
Take
tot-
it back.
No.
Go
Look.
back to rotator cuffs.
Okay, so
Well,
sorry, I was watching Cuties on Netflix, man. I'm just like, all right, cool. That's where it came
I
from.
hate that you
Right.
said that. I just thought of
watching Cuties on Netflix. Not his proudest fap, but
No.
But you
Got
know
him.
what?
No, sometimes they're my low ones.
The
You know what I
equipment's
mean?
working. Good for you.
oh man, no, that here was my thing with that movie. So
after you wiped up and put your pants back on,
I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna watch it.
okay.
But I don't know if you know Abba and Preach. I watch a lot of their videos.
No.
They're great. They give good commentary on a lot of stuff. But
They watch pedophile movies, so you don't have to.
well, no, they actually did end up watching that movie. Like on social stuff, they give like all types of commentary. They're really funny. But they actually said they sat down, they watched the movie, they torrented it. They didn't even watch it on Netflix, and they were like, the imagery is bad. It's supposed to be bad. You're supposed to be uncomfortable because you're supposed to see how a lot of young girls are driven, to do this kind of stuff because they think they have to.
Okay.
Like the dancing and all this other stuff, like to be popular, to be accepted or whatever. And the girls also, like, I think the mother's from, man, where is she from? I don't want to say the wrong country, but somewhere in Africa. But anyway, basically, super strict household, and she's kind of like rebels by doing all this stuff, and like, cause like the dad's taking on a second wife, and she sees like how bad the mom's being treated and stuff. Yeah. And by the end of the movie, though, like the girl doesn't settle into doing that stuff. Like she goes back into being like more conservative, like dressed like in regular clothes, like, hey, I don't need to do this. And that was kind of like the point of it. But my thing, right, is okay, there's a good message in the movie, right? You could have told the same message without all of that imagery being as like bad as it was. So to me, it's like maybe the intention was good, or maybe the intention is being used as a smokescreen so they can make fucking like pedophile shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, can I
Yeah,
flip
you
in
seem
a
like
third
you're a
option?
person that doesn't like porn. With
What's the
plot.
third option? What do we got?
The third option is they feel so passionately about it that they needed to burn that image into you.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
so. I haven't seen it, but from what
Yeah.
I've read so far about it,
Yeah.
it seems super uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
And I always got creeped out by toddlers and tiaras.
Oh, same.
So
Yeah.
I was like, it's got to be worse than that. So maybe they were trying to get you out of your comfort zone to be like, look, dude, this shit's happening. You can't just brush it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. So I got mixed feelings on it. I could see.
But I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I could see, where it could be potentially a positive thing. With the image, like, oh, this is fucking horrible, because it doesn't go into anything full on sexual, but it is very.
It's skirting it, I'm guessing.
It's right on the line.
Yeah.
I saw some like a clip on Facebook, like, hey, this shit's done on purpose. Like, huh? I was like, oh, that's bad. They're touching their no square and stuff and twerking. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good.
Gross.
Yeah, really bad. That's what I'm saying. Like there was, I just feel like there was a way to do that without having to go full on like
Creep
with
mode,
the
yeah.
editing and the shooting and stuff. I'm like, I feel like these girls were kind of exploited.
Not only that,
in a way.
like,
Yeah.
what kind of creepo do you have the guy editing the freaking movie? Like, how long
Oh,
does he in there?
a woman actually, I think, wrote and directed
Okay,
it.
then let me rephrase this.
But
like,
here's
what a
the
creepo
thing.
lady to freaking out
wait.
there just like editing
Let
this
me-
shit, man.
let
Women
me-
could be pedophiles too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Girl power.
Yes, girl power.
There we go.
can do
Ghislaine
anything.
Epstein is a female
Yeah,
icon.
Giselle Maxwell.
Fuck off.
Sorry, I got the name wrong.
we are.
That's what you're apologizing for because you got the bitch's name
The
wrong.
bitch's name. Sorry, baby.
We're done,
I called
we're
you
done,
the wrong
we're
name.
done
I'm
talking.
sorry. You know I love you.
We already
You
touched.
know I love
We
you.
already touched on the Clintons. They already touched on some
Yes,
kids.
yes, they already
Full
touched on the kids.
circle.
Ghislaine
And
Maxwell, yes.
and
Icon.
we're just out here, still trying to find Dory. Shout out to Ellen. Anyway,
Oh,
Oh.
bitch.
I think she found it. All right. No, but yeah, you're right. It can be done without that imagery, but then if that's the case, it becomes a normal movie, though.
I'm just.
It's just, of course, it's shock value, man.
Yeah, it is.
If it was an animation.
And there.
No,
I'm
can
saying
work.
a lot of things in jest and joking or whatnot. Throwing some roast out there. But there is some truth in spirit cooking. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He got it.
A little bit. I got a little bit.
I'm gonna feel foolish. What is spirit?
So there's this lady. I don't know her name. She's like an artist,
Oh, okay.
quote unquote. She is really huge, like into like witchcraft and stuff, and not good. I know some people that are Wiccan that are cool,
Yep.
but like talking like about like, all right, so you take fresh blood and fresh fucking penis milk, like semen, and you mix it up and you do all this like to make spells and stuff.
Fresh.
And the spirit cooking thing supposedly is like they boil down a human body into a broth and they drink it, allegedly.
For what? Or
Now,
for, like,
see,
a
I don't
ritual?
want to. I'm not co-signing any of these things because it's become the QAnon, the Alex Jones stuff like that.
Okay.
But
although I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels like it's appropriation on the mind. Just putting that out there.
Sometimes,
it's like we thought of
with
that
all
shit
the
first.
crazy shit that gets said, like the dumbass lizard people stuff and all that. Here's my theory, because there is, and it's not even a theory, there is some fact to it. So much misinformation gets put out with little sprinkles of truth in there, so that you think it's all fake.
Yeah.
And it's all stupid.
Smoke screen.
It's like when Bin Laden hid all his messages inside the porno. But like every time that I was hearing a podcast where it's just like they raided his place, it was all porno. That's where they had all the messages in there.
I just thought he liked to jerk it. I like to jerk it. That was Bin Laden's song.
That was Bin Laden. Wow.
I
feel
thought
like he could have sucked his own.
I thought
dick
that
out.
was the Jamaican song about chicken.
Yeah.
I like to jerk chicken.
I know, but he repurposed
Jerk chicken.
it.
Hey.
Yeah. Kind of like how QAnon repurposed Nazi propaganda.
Shout out to Jamaicans.
To today's stuff.
Wagwan.
All right, so you were talking about QAnon stuff with like them mixing in the
like I said,
definition and truth.
A lot of stuff in movies and podcasts, all sorts of stuff. Like a lot of misinformation, stupid shit gets put out that's like completely wild and unbelievable. But some stuff gets said and it's like, wait, hold on, run that back, because there's something to that, you know?
Okay.
Just little sprinkles. That's why you don't completely red pill, right? You actually research and you take the stuff out that actually makes sense. You know, because like I said,
that's
I'm
true.
just saying, look at Epstein's flight log.
You start off with a light drizzle of red, and then like you get just get darker and darker. It's like a little bit of coloring.
And
just
all
enough to make
like,
it look
and if without going completely down the rabbit hole, I'm sprinkling some stuff in there, but like the political stuff and all that, the whole that's the whole reason like I'm like independent. I'm not a centrist, because there's straight wrong and there's straight right. I believe in being socially aware.
Okay.
And recognizing issues and trying to rectify them and like reforming the justice system and all this stuff. I'm completely pro that.
Right.
I get conservative when you start talking about like transitioning kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna smack a bitch.
No, that
you know.
Yeah,
Transition.
decisions in which you can't
like giving kids hormones.
Oh yeah.
I'm completely anti that.
I mean, it feels like your brain is still developing, your body's still developing.
There we go. You
So,
get it.
Yeah, and it's not like
You know how many girls have been
decisions.
like girls can be tomboys, right, and not be gay.
Right.
Boys can be like kind of effeminate.
Yeah.
And not gay.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Or they
You're
can be
saying that
super
while putting
gay.
my words like
I've been coming up. It's funny. I've actually been like picking up a lot of gay fans lately. I don't know why. I keep getting comments like "daddy" and stuff like that.
No. The sad day is when that stops happening. Like when you realize you're not gay cute anymore, it's a devastating.
You're gonna
day.
miss it.
You're gonna miss it a lot.
I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it actually. I'm embracing it. I have a few friends that are like, bi or gay, whatever. They crash on my couch, come hang out and stuff. It's normal to me. It's not a big deal. It's just everybody respects each other's boundaries. Don't touch my pee-pee. Like
Teabagging's okay though. Do that. I sleep with my mouth open. Oh.
Noted. Anyway.
I was speaking for you.
Not for me at all.
All my doors locked. Fuck you guys.
I don't even know where you. You're the only one that has my address at this point, so we're good.
Is it Earl Grey?
There's nothing
breakfast
rapey
tea?
going on over here.
Do you put cream in that tea?
Ew, no. It'll curdle.
And that's why she puked at the buffet.
Yeah, that's why she eat the buffet. Bad pictures.
Everything's a callback.
Sorry.
Everything's a callback.
Super salad.
No, but I get it though. There are just some positions where it's just like, cause like I grew up, I don't know. I kind of like, I hated the left, I hated the right, and everything. I just looked at everything's Animal House, where it's just like everybody just wants to get fucking power. Like
You're
crazy.
right.
Crazy, and
I'm so glad we're having this convetion.
No, like about
this is where I really get to know people.
I was like, no, but that was like a book I had to read when I was like in 7th grade. It was freaking like Animal House and stuff like that.
It was an Animal Farm.
I'm sorry, Animal Farm.
Animal
They were also pigs. Go on.
Shout out to
Jim
John.
Belushi inspired my political ideals.
That was John.
See, I got that wrong too.
That was John.
John Belushi.
That was the samurai.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
You're talking about the one you wish died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn, that was dark.
wow.
Too much.
That was dark, and I said stuff about pedophiles. God damn.
Really? That okay? I love all the Belushis.
It's that
Holy-
Pakistani wit.
Yeah.
They
Did
show
you-
no mercy.
Did you hate Coach or?
Look, my people got droned. Okay, fuck off, you guys.
All right, that's fine.
Fair statement.
Fair statement to make.
I'm not. Hey,
No, but I've never been a fan of left and right because I said they all remind me of Animal Farm, and I'm pretty much like, okay, so what do I think? Like, I believe in like, being socially liberal. I look at those sides, and then I
Yes.
just like, but I'm also kind of like somewhat fiscally conservative because I do
Yeah.
get that, and that makes me libertarian.
because communism is fucking scary.
Okay, but
Straight communism is
hold on
scary.
a second. Straight communism is kind of scary as it is, but then
Yeah.
you start looking at the system that we do have now, where it's just like everybody has to deal with capitalism if you make
Yeah.
under a certain
There
tax
are
bracket. But then once you
extremely-
get to the
yeah.
top percent,
Yeah.
that's all socialism.
Yeah.
Banks get bailed out all the time.
Yep.
If that happens, you can go to the you go to government and be like, "Oh, I need a bailout."
No,
it's
you're
a
right.
stimulus package because of the
You're
multiplier
right.
factor,
The
which
crony,
I get.
the crony capitalism.
But people don't realize that
I agree.
we are a consumer community. And
Yep.
actually, we spend money all the time. The biggest thing through this whole time, the whole
You know,
pandemic was
the only reason that we have all these issues right now,
Yeah.
like we literally could like make education and like medical and all that shit way more affordable, but the government wastes so much money. They waste ridiculous amounts of money
power.
on bullshit.
it's power. That's
And
not
writing
like-
themselves checks. The first stimulus check, like they pretty much wrote themselves a check. They would like,
My-
hey, here's
my-
your $1,200 pittance,
Okay, you criticize that, but that's part of the economy. And also, my mother had to get the one that was actually the printed text.
Oh.
And Donald Trump signs them. It had
Well-
Donald Trump saying it's like
He just
President
likes
of the United
signing shit,
gift from the
dude.
President of the
That's the
United
best thing
States,
he can
Donald
do is,
Trump,
like,
so
write
that
his
people
fucking
can post
name.
that picture on fucking Twitter. That's what he wants.
And it had to have been very stressful on his tiny hands signing that many
Yeah,
checks.
it was very stressful. That signature was so small.
It's okay. I'm sure Kushner stepped
No,
in
but he's used to
like, do
he's-
the rest.
Not true, but he's used to handling a nub. You know what I mean? So it's fine.
Aw, it's Stormy, get in here.
Stormy!
I have to extort my
If
ink
you
on
could
you.
stop your comedy tour for a second, Stormy Daniels.
No, again, if you go on tour and people will pay to see you,
I
and
wanted
it's
to
not a
see her.
strip. Look, she went from touring on strip clubs to now touring comedy clubs. You know what I mean?
I
There
still
was a
want
small.
to see her set. I want to see her set. I
You don't wanna
really
see her
want to
set.
see her.
Do you want to see Charlie Sheen set?
No, he can go fuck himself. I
That's what
wanna
I'm
see
saying. He
Stormy
had 5
Daniels.
minutes, and then afterwards, people fucking booed the shit out of his ass.
Okay, now I want to see it.
Yeah.
I do want to see it. I want to.
When Charlie Sheen went out and did comedy and everything, started selling out.
I
rooms.
have seen a set. and I
Yo,
will
you have-
say
you ever
it's
seen
a-
your
it's a-
set?
It's a nice set. Huge set.
Yeah,
Are we talking about a rack
Yes.
still? We're talking about a rack.
of course. And then you're sipping on your tiger blood right
I
now.
give it
August
an
is
A
giving
for
you
it.
energy.
Give it an A. Give it an A for electrical shock. Shock the day away. Mike Pence, Vice President. Electrical shock.
Electrical shock. See, you worked on a shipyard. You know what you're doing.
Actually, no.
Yeah, electrical shock.
My grandfather on my mom's side, he actually did work in a shipyard. He was a welder. He was a mechanic while he was in the Navy during Vietnam and stuff like that. And then he worked at Bath Iron Works in Maine, the port, his entire career after
Damn.
that. Yeah.
Do you sometimes like wish you're just like you go back to high school and just be like, God, I should have gone to vocational school. Fuck this diploma bullshit at all, man.
I'm actually super pro trade and vocational school.
Dude, that
I'm very
we
much
had-
pro that.
We had. I come from Riverside High School. In
I
El
would,
Paso.
dude, if I would have done that, I'd be
Yeah.
fucking loaded right now.
Exactly.
Like,
Like it is funny because it's like I come from Riverside High School and we have the vocational school like right next to us, and of course that's pretty big. And then back next to there you have the daycare. That's half the size of the school because you know Mexicans, and
Gotta love Mexicans.
Of course, we had a pregnancy pool, which like we put down money to see which senior was gonna get pregnant.
Oh wow.
That's how I went to college.
Mhm. That's how I could afford college. Start gambling, people. But like no, but then like sometimes you see like the vocational guys like just come hanging out and stuff like that, and hanging out with us, and you talk to them and everything. You're just like, oh, these guys are fucking losers and stuff like that. They ain't gonna get freaking. We're gonna go to college. We're gonna be a college educated man. And then like 10 years later, man, those motherfuckers are like making
No one's using their fucking degree, dude.
$80,000
Yep.
and stuff like that, man. And then all of a sudden, like you with your little ass is stuck with fucking student debt.
Yep.
That's how it is.
That's one of the biggest scams. I tell you all the
I
time.
would be an
like,
electrician in a
like-
fucking second.
like the way college is set up,
Mm-hmm.
and just the predatory loan system is like the same thing like with pharmaceutical, medical insurance, all that. And those two things to me are like the two biggest rackets in the United States.
We tell this lie that you have to do
Italian.
4 years at a main college, which is total bullshit, because
It
you could
is.
100% just do 2 years at a community college
No,
and
and-
still get the same
I
education.
they
did.
told
I
you-
did right around 8 years and got 100% from the VA.
Oh.
That's how I pay my bills. like,
And no,
Worth it.
let's rephrase it. That's how we paid your bills.
Sacrificing
Because
My
it
back-
comes from your
my,
taxes.
my back hurts all the time.
Yeah,
it was
but
worth
no,
it though.
dude, that was
Fair.
like a hell of a trade-off. Like,
yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
you had to go
Yeah.
through the military. It's like, all right, well, I could potentially go die somewhere
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
get an education.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
You
I
blew up
didn't.
part of her house for a reason.
I didn't. I got some injuries and stuff. Had my foot like crushed by like a fucking 2,000-pound trailer running over my foot. I had
That's
shit like that happen.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it like the tread. I told the story on the first like the pilot, the rough pilot episode I shot with my buddy Neil and Bryce. But basically, we're pushing this big satellite trailer, and the back of my boot, like the tread on the tire, grabbed my boot and pulled it under. And as it did, it twisted my foot
Wow.
and just like crushed it. And like it was sitting. I'm like yelling for them to stop. They stop. It's just sitting on my foot, and then they moved it. And like I was like trying to stand, I couldn't stand. Like I kept like falling down and tried to stand up. I was like blacking out for like split seconds. Like, oh fuck, I like broke my shit. Like
Oh.
You
fuck.
broke your shin?
no, my
yeah,
shit,
your
my
shit.
Oh.
foot.
Your shit. You know that's how the
Oh,
foot
that's
works.
worse. I know, but
You know,
I
how
don't
you
know.
go to
I
chiropractor,
definitely-
it
I-
goes knee,
I've-
shin, shit.
Oh, I've definitely had a bunch of micro fractures in my shins from kicking the heavy bag. So catch a roundhouse if you want to fuck around. But anyway, like
Yeah, we just kick soccer balls.
yeah. Hey, football.
Football.
Go! No, my baby mom is actually Mexican. So
Oh shit.
yeah, so my kids are all at least a quarter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
They're all American.
all American.
That's pretty much what
My
it is.
daughter was actually born in Korea,
Oh,
South
nice.
Korea. Yeah,
But
Really?
on base, right? So like technically
Yeah.
American.
Yeah. yeah. It was pretty cool thing. Be a good story to tell her later.
Nice.
So
That's-
yeah, definitely.
Dude.
Let me ask you this, Omar.
What's up?
Who are some comedians that have a lot of influence on you as far as I mean, you said you always want to do stand up. Who are some comics that come to mind for you?
I've always, despite him being canceled now, and I think I'm a Brian Callen fan. That was kind of like my
he's
favorite.
funny.
That was my favorite comic and everything. And I just love like the theatrics of it. Like he just goes up on stage. There's like a lot of physical type of movements and stuff. It was very different than like how I did stand up.
I'll be honest. He strikes me as very passive and not predatory. So I don't know what the truth is.
No,
on
but
that.
but it kind of seems like there's some people that like if they introduce
And that's
their
not to
scum-
I am
No.
not in a
Let's
position to do
say
that.
allegedly and everything. But I've met weird dudes, creepy
Mm-hmm.
dudes that like get a lot of pussy and shit like that. I know there's a type
Yeah.
that there's kind of like I'm a scumbag, but I'm a scumbag all the time, and I advertise it as such, But you kind of know I'm like this and everything.
you're an open
But
scumbag.
You're an open scumbag, but if you're in a room with just me and another girl and everything, like
My word against yours, dude.
no, that's not it. It's just more like I won't do anything. You just feel comfortable where it's just like I know how he is, but I know he's not gonna not gonna do anything.
When I was in the army, there was times like there would be like females I was friends with. I literally like carried their drunk ass back to the barracks, took them to CQ where the sergeant was, and made sure they got to their room. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like so
Like,
I
you like-
definitely I definitely understand the difference between that and other stuff that I've seen, and especially when I was younger. We're not. I could definitely say when we were younger, and we didn't know better. I'd see stuff where chicks that definitely were already getting ran through.
Yeah.
No offense. I don't know because
I get run through a
I'm
lot.
no. I'm just trying. You know,
Oh, sorry.
as a female on the show, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
no, it's fine.
No,
Vaginas were cool.
No,
Okay.
you just wanted to acknowledge.
Okay.
You wanted to acknowledge your
Lot-
wholeness as a badge of honor.
That's
You know
what
what I
I
mean?
thought.
Yeah.
Hey.
She's wearing the veteran's hat that has all the pins
Hey,
in
the
there.
You made
vag-
it worse.
The vag vet. The vag vet. I got a. She doesn't have a purple. She doesn't have a purple heart. She has a purple-headed yogurt slinger on her shoulder.
So, where were we? No offense taken.
No offense taken. Okay. So yeah, no, like I get it. Like no, there was even people that I knew like were kind of like loose with it and did whatever. I still would see stuff, especially when I was younger, like in Alabama, like where people would like run trains and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody would get like real fucked up, and yeah, they might have been a hoe anyway. But I would just wonder sometimes, like, was that really consensual? What
It
what
wasn't.
happened?
It's there's
Yeah.
like a societal thing.
And
where
the
it's
thing
like,
is, I think the girls, because their self-esteem is where
Yeah.
is at, and it leads to that. I'm like, they're like, it's predatory as fuck. And I'm saying that openly on here because I'm admitting like I've seen these things, like the whole like culture around that. I'm not saying it's okay in any way whatsoever,
No.
because I was always like I've never done any of that kind of shit. I've seen it happen though. You know, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when I was growing up, there were a couple Muslim guys that were like super pissed off that I was like not dating Muslim guys at the time, like secretly or whatever. And some of them were like, well, you're a whore now. I mean, like I hadn't fucked anybody. I was just like holding hands and making out with a my brown guy.
Yeah,
And they're like, you're a whore and you should get raped and I will rape you. And I was like, whoa, dude.
that's fucking scary.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? And they're like, well,
In
look,
Austin, this happened?
oh, it was like in Carrollton, like the
Okay.
Dallas area.
That's still
I-
horrible. It's here.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they would have done anything. They were fucking pussies, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying you kicked their ass?
You know,
I
and,
yeah,
have
dude.
to.
and you know, I
I'm
don't
saved.
I have friends from multiple backgrounds, religious, you know, observations and whatnot. But I always think that's so horrible when people are that deep dug into it, where it's like, you know, you deserve to be fucking stoned or raped or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've like, you have like the Westboro Baptist Church, fucking horrible. You have extremists on all ends. And
Yeah.
I was talking about it like the other day on
Everyone's got
Facebook
their
or something
shit
like that.
done.
Isn't that just
Yeah.
being extreme in anything though?
Anything that's extreme,
Anything that's
dude,
extreme.
and dude,
There's a reason they say
because
life is balanced.
I
It's great.
feel I feel that politics have gotten to that point. People are so fucking like brainwashed, locked in.
Yeah.
That what happens is it turns into us versus them, right? So you have the GOP, which is entirely trash because they have completely ran with everything that Donald Trump says at this point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and didn't try to vote him out and put a different candidate up or anything.
They're writing books now.
Yeah. But then you have the DNC, which is trash for a different reason.
Yep.
Because I swear to God, on everything that I love, and there's history of it, I called it who was going to be the candidates. They were going to pull Joe Biden because of the Obama rub, and they were going to pull Kamala Harris because she was female and she was brown. And it has
She's
nothing.
two different kinds.
But that's the thing. That's what
Yeah.
kills me, though. You're not looking at the actual makeup of a person or their history. You're looking at these boxes to check.
Oh yeah.
It's disgusting.
We did it with Hillary as well, didn't we? Like,
And-
hey, vagina power.
Yeah.
For more, like when not Rand Paul. Let me clarify. Ron Paul, his dad.
Yeah.
I think he is the most brilliant political person I've heard speak in my
Well, he's
entire
the
lifetime.
father of libertarianism.
Yes, he's a fucking genius. I think. Like audit the Federal Reserve,
Right.
all that. He was going to get JFK'd if he got elected.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Probably.
I was super pro him during Obama's second term run. On the other end, this cycle, I was very pro Tulsi Gabbard. And I was very pro Tulsi Gabbard based on one, military experience, service, so she would be willing to bring the troops home and try to settle that out.
Yeah.
And two, because she called out Kamala Harris and clapped her fucking ears so hard that the whole world here like,
That literally cost her entire campaign.
It did because
Yeah.
SNL and everybody started being like, oh, well, yeah, man, she's the Cruella de Vil, like, blah, blah, blah. Like stupid. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Maya Rudolph was counting her checks, and then all of a sudden that happens. It's
That's-
like, oh my god, this will try to.
and that's
And
what
then
that's
a couple
what
months later, oh my shit, I'm rich again.
I love using those as an example though of how deeply like independent I really am. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the party stuff. People use it as like, what color tie I put on
It's
today.
gangs.
They can use it as a shield for being criticized.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm riding with these guys. I'm totally on the side of social justice. Why you wrote that crime bill in the 90s that locked up a bunch of black people? Cool. Why you ignored all that evidence that could have cleared several black and brown people from charges? You intentionally knocked it down and muted it so that they would get, indicted and arrested and charged so that you would look good with the cops and get those votes.
Dude,
Yeah.
look, it was an election year.
Yeah,
So-
that's what everything comes down to.
Yeah.
Here's
was
my
really
thing.
important for
As I think I have complete faith in just kind of like what I'm building
Right.
and like building a platform, and getting messages out more. My thing that I really want to push is just getting rid of political parties entirely. You have to make people stand on their own platform. You can roll with whoever you want to roll with and have support and all that and build it up. But like donors and all that needs to be completely transparent. You need to know where money's coming from and why, and you need to be able to look at people's history, and it all needs to be made public and very common knowledge so people aren't just like, oh, well, I saw them on MSNBC and they said something I liked. No, fuck
Yeah.
that. You need to know what's actually going on.
Yeah. What is the context of that shit that
Be
you like?
aware, dude. Like, and
Although, the thing is about like this is that like I get your point,
Yeah.
limiting political parties, but the problem is that they're going to just group with each other and just like find whatever donates and everything, which is perfectly fine.
look,
I've always said this about this. We look at politics as left and right. Why are we stuck in 2D?
exactly.
You
No,
You know what
I
mean?
agree.
Like,
I
why not?
agree.
Like, there's 3D dimensions, and in politics, there's a 3D dimension as well too. You can go up and you can go down. You could be super libertarian or super socialist.
Hasn't
And
it
stuff.
been
That's a
And
combination
it's
of a
came,
thing.
like it's gotten extreme, like
Yeah.
because it's gotten so extreme, like the differences between people.
Right.
You have far right fascists, right?
Yes.
You have far left communists.
Exactly.
You need to. All of those need to be recognized.
And
It
put-
needs to not. There needs to not be any like red, blue, gray area. It needs to be like everything is like you can see it.
Yeah. And it's all like in one plot right in front of you. You don't have to stretch your leg left and right. You just see it. All of it
Yeah.
right there, whatever issue you want to be. Here's the thing that's the other thing is like, as you mentioned before, you're not, like I say, you're not with kids transitioning.
At
You're
all.
against that
Yep.
and everything, but I imagine you're pro gay rights.
Absolutely.
and
I
everything,
love
like,
the gays.
Yeah.
Freddie
Using
Mercury.
the article in front of gays always bothers me though.
Yeah.
Because you're just saying like, oh, the gay.
No.
Or like the Browns.
Okay, time out.
Like, I'm cool with the
I
Browns.
say no. I say the gays in jest. It's like it's comical. I'm not actually saying
I know.
that.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you.
Right.
But I mean, like,
and like
but-
Hillary
but-
Clinton fucks with kids. Anyway.
Yeah, of course. No, yeah,
Shout out to
definitely.
Pizzagate again.
Hell
What?
yeah, QA. What's good? Oh
No,
man.
but then there's other issues you're probably like far right on and stuff like that, like maybe like
I-
guns or something like that. You're probably
Oh, I
pro
love
gun.
guns.
There you go.
I have an AR and a fucking Taurus G3 in my room, pistol. Yeah.
Why can't you be? But you're also not like, hey, you could buy a gun at a convenience store whenever the fuck you want.
No, I don't think that. I think there should be checks and balances for firearms.
Exactly. Well, checks and
I'm
balances
pro.
for everything.
I'm pro
But
firearms
is it like-
because of
Go ahead.
right. A lot of what's happening right now, the colonizers already overthrew the government for what's going on right now.
Oh, like
I'm
the
just throwing that out
jazz
there.
Thing over that, or?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as far as like tyrannical government and like the police and all that, the police Gestapo and all that, people already flipped. Like, this is why I said like, fuck Trump and fuck Biden. I said flip all this shit over 2020. That's my vote. Flip all this shit over, because there are great and amazing things about the American system that we have.
Yeah.
There are also pitfalls and loopholes and shitty things about capitalism.
Yeah.
I don't think the answer is straight up communism, but I do support social programs. Here's why. My sister's kids, I talked to you about, my sister was like a mess as like a teenager and stuff.
Right.
I have my sister's kids here in Texas, both of her kids. They stay at my mom's house. They lived here for a little bit. Then my mom finally got her own apartment. Like I said, she works with special needs kids over across town. I've been helping raise them. Guess what? My mom gets food stamps because of that.
Yeah.
So those kids have extra food to eat and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so social programs work.
No,
They save
they
people.
do work, and that's where like.
So that's why I'm not anti-socialism, and anybody that is and is so blind, like, well, you gotta put in what you get. That's fucking stupid. Because if you look at the people that are making all this money, these big corporation stuff, like look at this. We've been locked down, right? So Amazon and all these places that ship things everywhere and have all these different means of production are getting fucking loaded.
$240 million. That's
So
how much the
to
freaking
say
made.
Jeff Bezos like rolling up on being a trillionaire is okay is fucking retarded.
Right.
Nobody should hold that much power and influence
Look.
at fucking all.
He's doing it because he had to pay out from that divorce. All right.
He's doing it to compensate for that lazy eye.
Oh,
He's got a stroke eye on one side of his face.
oh no. That's
Probably
not-
from
my
the stress.
God.
Probably from the stress of being a trillionaire.
Can I tell you something, man,
can't
dude?
be
This is like
that
when somebody
expensive
told me
to
that
fix.
Shawn Michaels, the wrestler, had that lazy eye and completely ruined.
You know how
it.
that happened?
I mean,
Do you know how it happened?
No.
The match with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever watched that match?
Dude, I'm a huge wrestling fan.
I am
Of
as
course.
well.
Oh,
This
awesome.
isn't normal water cool talk. Me
Yeah,
and Mike Kudak talked about like, see, he was a professional wrestler for a while.
Yeah.
We talked off camera about people he actually knew in the business and stuff. But yeah, I'm a huge nostalgia guy. Like the Undertaker was my favorite as a kid.
Yeah.
Fucking loved the Undertaker. So you know,
I guess I've always been like into bad guys and stuff like that, man. Dude, Macho Man is the greatest for me. I always just love me. Go to Macho Man.
dig it, yeah.
Just to seeing him and Ultimate Warrior just go insane on
They
promos.
did so much cocaine.
They did so much coke. I was not like not too long ago.
I
watch-
went through a little while where I did some cocaine. I took a break though. I stopped.
Somebody tells me if I did cocaine, it would lower me down.
It might.
Mm.
It might. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pro experimentation, trying stuff out.
Drugs.
What my biggest thing is though, like psychedelics are my favorite.
Okay.
Mushrooms, acid, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And when I've done them in whatever setting I was at, I always like set it up like I'll have like a room that's like all calm, like
Right.
the regular room lights are on and something calm is on the TV, like waterfall or something. Next room you move over, like you come from here over here, it's like it's dark. There's visuals on the screens and shit. There's lights, and then you can go into the backyard and there's seats out where we can just go look at the stars and the moon and shit.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
Wow, you have a meow wolf in your house.
Dude, I'm super like shaman with that shit because it's so like there's so much depth to that stuff that people don't realize. So the way I always explain it is think of your brain like a radio receiver or like a channel tuner or something, right?
Okay.
We are set to this specific frequency, which is our perception of sound, of sight, of everything. That doesn't mean there are things that are around us that we can't see that don't exist. Just because you don't see anything between me and you doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't at all.
Well,
Your,
yeah, you got a good point.
Your eyes and your ears lie to you because we're set to a certain setting.
Well, of course, like we're set to like see
So-
whatever light is being brought
Right.
in.
Bam. Right there. The light. The way the light breaks down your eye. So when you take those kind of substances, if you have that understanding, like you move the dial, whoop. So when you're tripping, you're not actually just imagining things. This is my personal belief. I don't think you're just imagining things. I think you're seeing things on a different dimensional plane.
Oh, okay.
There's some depth to it, and it kind of like through years of study and stuff like that, I feel and we can get in like this big existential talk about it and stuff. It actually made me more comfortable with our experience in general and life and death and stuff, because at the end of the day, I realized like, wait, there's all these things going on around us. So who's to say how we feel about the flesh and our experience, like or religious or whatever, is all there is.
Right.
So my belief, my personal belief, is that okay. So we have our ego, right? Our ego is based off who we see in the mirror. There's something behind that. That voice in your head, whatever gets you up and moving, that drives you, not just your survival instincts or whatever, the things that makes you pursue the things you're passionate about,
Right.
and so the things that make your synapses go for extra fire,
Right.
So I feel, and actually scientific in a way, we're all energy. So when you die, that doesn't mean like heaven, hell, whatever religion you believe in, or necessarily anything. I believe something closer to Hinduism or Buddhism, somewhere in that realm. As far as when you die, the energy doesn't just go away. But the thing is, you're not Omar anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not Eric anymore. She's not Sam anymore. Maybe you become a million trees. Maybe you become an ant. Maybe you work your way back up. Maybe you set into a different part of time because maybe time's not straightforward linear like we think it is. There's so many levels to it, dude. So once I started like getting into that train of thought, and like, and this wasn't like things that I went like, oh, this is somebody else's belief, this is what I believe. This was things I experienced and I felt. It brought so much more comfort and calm to me, dude. Because when I was a kid, I used to be super afraid of death. Like I was like, I got obsessed with it for a while. Like in 4th, 5th grade, I was like, dude, like I was like think about dying and I get all sad at night and shit, dude. Like,
did you experience death to get to that, or was it just like, oh shit, that's a concept?
ego
Oh.
death. Have you ever experienced ego death?
Ego death? No, what is that?
Okay, so ego death is. Have you ever taken acid?
Yeah.
How much acid?
I don't know.
Like a hit?
It was like 2 little Listerine sheet guys.
Okay, so like 2 hits.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I, being an idiot,
Fair.
the first time I took acid, I took like 5 hits.
No. And I get you because one time I drank like the big one of like Red Bull and that fucked me up.
You're lucky your heart didn't explode.
He's not wrong about that. We did. We stole it off a guy's house that was like moving for the military, and me and this old guy just drank all of it. And literally for about 4 hours, my heart was beating out of my chest.
Did your body turn into like
I've seen
steam?
video of this dude. He drank like a bunch of Monsters and Red Bull. His heart was literally popping out of his sternum.
It was. We
Yeah,
had to go back
that's
home and
scary,
just relax. I have the excuse of being young. He was just dumb.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, like with psychedelics, I am very, 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 very 100% pro psychedelics. It's like a medicine, or like if you have like problems with depression or anxiety and stuff, working that stuff out because it makes you really. It's not so much what's around you. You take a very deep internal dive, and that's what that stuff does. So basically, like the first time I took it, I completely lost. So the way, like I'm talking about sensory, right? Sight, smell, taste, everything, all that stuff, like my normal like quick reflex, like you feel it, like doing this, was gone.
Yeah.
Everything was like either delayed or just not there, and it was fucking horrifying. And like I could sit there and look in the mirror, and like I was like literally like being able to like morph my body into however I wanted to look, and fucking I would like be talking to somebody, and like I'd watch their face just disappear. Like it was fucking way too much. But what I'm saying is, after I experienced that feeling and came out of it, like it gave me more of an appreciation for all of the things that are normal, like brushing my teeth. It's a normal function, right?
Yeah.
It made me appreciate like this is like I can brush my teeth, like I'm here, like I'm in this plane, like this is
like you're present in that.
You're
moment.
present.
Yeah.
So this was the very first time, and I went back and did acid like after that, and like I said, that experience and the second time I did acid were both super intense. I kept going back though every like other year or whatever, and I got a hold of it to where I could like experience it and enjoy it. So now my thing is, if I was to do acid, I would take a hit, wait an hour, take a second hit, that's it. Like you cap it 2 tabs. More than that's way too much, in my opinion. Or with mushrooms, take a gram, wait an hour, take another gram. That's it.
And this is where the part where it's just like the star shines over his head. It goes like, the more you know.
But no, like it's all about like, but people like they take those, they call them heroic doses, where they do something stupid like I did.
Yeah.
And basically you are in your head because I researched acid later after the fact. You can't actually overdose on acid. You can't. It's physically impossible. Your body just metabolizes it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Does it just get to a point where it's just like you can't go any higher than this?
Oh, no. You can get way. It can be too much.
It can break the glass ceiling.
Yeah, the fifth.
My shit, that's some capitalism.
The fifth.
Like
the
acid,
fifth.
right?
The fifth
it's
was
CEO shit, right?
the fifth hit was definitely too much. But
But mushrooms is like that, right?
mushrooms is the same way. Mushrooms. Okay, so mushrooms are technically a form of food poisoning. So you don't like, and you don't.
Like
I don't mean like you're poisoning yourself, like you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Unless you eat like a ton of them. But like if you eat like 2 grams or whatever, you're gonna get all the visual stuff, and you're also like, I try to tell people like, whatever setting you're in, it emphasizes it, turns it up. So if you're around people that are like trying to be spiritual and like intellectual and have like some deep conversation stuff, or just have fun and just be chill, it's going to turn that up to 10, and your experience is going to be fucking glowing and amazing.
It's like
If you're in a shitty place, personally, like you're in like a bad mood, don't do it at all, because you're going to go deeper, and you're going to have to it's going to make you face it, basically, and it's going to suck.
Although, but if you go into do a whole bunch of therapy and everything, don't you want to face it? Because eventually you gotta face
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
I went through my scary experiences, and I faced some things about myself. I faced my fears with death and all that, and it brought me out of it. I was like, wait, like, there's a lot of good going on here
Yeah.
that I need to
You
appreciate.
become empathetic.
Yeah,
Everything. Very empathetic. When you see a lot of crazy shit, like growing up and stuff like that, man, dude, like,
that's one of the things I learned about myself is that I had developed over time as a kid like this savior complex. So I would get in these toxic relationships with these horrible fucking abusive, physically, emotionally females that were just fucking trash.
right.
I'm like, oh, I can fix them. I can hang out and I know
I'm the answer.
I can love them. I can love them enough.
yeah.
And I wasn't loving myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at some point, you stop worrying about you entirely.
Yes.
And all of your energy is for them because they need to be fixed and fuck my shit.
Well, that was one of the things recently. I put a post up on IG, like on Facebook or whatever. It was like, out of boredom, like a few days ago, I downloaded like the dating apps back to my phone. I was like, yeah, let me just like see what's out there. And like after swiping like for like a few minutes, like, wait, this is kind of depressing because
It makes
what
you
I
s-
realized was, and not even like, about like what I can get or not get, because I've secured some females I didn't think I'd ever be able to that were way out of my league. It's happened.
Well, the
you know.
secret to asking out a hot chick is asking her out.
Actually, no. The the hot chick is acting completely uninterested. That's what I've
Oh,
learned.
yeah, the game, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, because then,
Pay attention to me!
yeah, she just bared witness to it. She admitted to it. Yep. And there's the females like, you're welcome. Free game. Anyway,
Yeah. Girls,
Anyway,
watch your shit.
No, but I get it. You're just looking at
what I was gonna get to is what I realized is I was looking and I was like, wait, why am I even looking? Because everything is going really good for me right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my kids all week. Yeah, like in my free time, all I'm doing is like working or performing on stage or whatever. It's all work. But I'm happy. I'm happy for the first time. Like I was like married for this chick for like almost 8 years. What am I doing? There's nothing I'm looking for really. So when I do come across somebody that's going to put into my growth and development and be part of the process, absolutely. But to go look for it like I'm missing something is stupid, because I feel whole for the
Well-
first time ever.
Why can't you just look at it as I'm just dating? Like,
No, that's
You
that's
know?
the thing.
Like, I'm
Because
just
no,
gonna go
when
here
Sharif,
and
I had Sharif and Terry Blues on here, like a couple weeks ago, and because this conversation came up, I was like, no, don't misinterpret it as like I'm not gonna like I don't want to hang out with anybody, or go watch a movie
but-
or get laid or anything. It's not that. It's not that. It's just that if I get serious about anything or actually pour time into something, it needs to matter. So I don't want to go looking for it. You know what I'm saying? If I stumble
Yeah.
across something and I meet somebody and we have fun or whatever, that's cool. But don't stress over it.
yeah. I don't know. I guess I interpreted it to sound like as soon as you got into the app, your mindset was I'm looking for somebody long term instead of just I'm flipping around. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
grab a burger with you. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll fuck that one, and that's it. You
Yeah, and that's what I realized is my brain was wanting to do that. I was like, wait, that's why I stepped back. Like, wait, what are you doing?
Well,
What are you
you
doing?
don't value that relationship.
Yeah, like
The whole
what-
thing you were describing about is like you value like a long term plan.
Well, yeah,
a mini
like,
relationship that's
I-
into the shit you're into.
Yeah, it has to be pro towards my development. It has to be like you're going to be supportive of what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and that's how it's going to go.
There could, and you
Because
mentioned,
I'll think about it. I have very little free time, right? Because
Yeah.
I told you guys, like, yeah, you're here. You're in my free time right now. This is happening right now.
Right.
Bam, you're my lay for the weekend, guys. Fucking,
am I at the top or is she at the bottom?
we're doing ice cream sandwich style. Anyway,
Hey,
For safety reasons, I'd like to stay on top.
that's fair.
all.
that's true.
That's
Okay.
fair. All right.
Well, you're the middle, so that's what you get.
Hey,
Because I
Omar.
pitch, I don't catch.
that doesn't even make sense. I'm not the cream. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Welcome to
gonna make-
the Everybody's Gay with Eric podcast. Anyway,
All right.
Congratulations.
but no,
Omar.
like,
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd come out on a podcast, but here we are.
hey, he had to do it. He had to do it.
That's true. No,
You're
but you're
so
talking.
right.
You're talking about like when you're dating and everything, especially on these particular apps. One of the things I've noticed a lot, and yeah, Eric's right and stuff like that. Like the podcasts are trash because all you do is get like fake accounts or like massage therapists that will do the happy ending and they put it on there and it's like what the fuck. And then all of a sudden like you scroll across and then you just see these other ones where it's like everyone's putting all these like people putting their IG accounts out there where it's like, hey, don't message me on here, message me on IG. And I honestly think that's what I'm saying. It's 100% a scam for like moderately hot chicks to get who have an Instagram because all guys are creeps or freaking follow them.
Omar, I want to be an influencer.
True.
All right.
But the problem starts becoming to a point where it's just like nowadays we're always thinking what's better. What's the grass is always greener type of mentality. It's very different than like what Eric said and stuff like that. He's kind of like, no, I have the great grass right here. Yeah, you don't get to admit once you can finally get into that place of admit you're cool and stuff. Of course, you're getting better and everything like that, or you're just happy. Then it's like it's a great place to be. And stuff. But then there's a lot of people going on Tinders and be like, oh, okay, I'm talking with this person. But then you start like switching text back and forth. And then you realize, oh, somebody hotter matched with me. And then you start like getting into this other person.
Dude, if
and you
that's
just keep
the fucking
going.
case,
and you go,
that's you. That is you like feeling something is fucking missing inside of you right now.
Well,
if you're constantly going, oh, this one's cool, but that one's hotter. Bitch, that's something.
That
well,
is
here's my
thing,
thing.
Man. But that's what the app teaches you, where it's like
there's
another
the instant
swipe.
gratification
There's
thing.
another swipe out there that you never know.
Well,
that could be the one.
To be honest,
and there's only one in this world.
There's
plenty.
I know,
dude.
My therapist used to tell me, Omar, get the one. Don't get the one. Get the one next door.
What happens to me is like even when I was in like really good shape and stuff.
Yeah.
I was getting catfished. I was getting fucking like a lot of like.
How many fat chicks? Because it sounds like a lot of fat chicks.
The main one that I let develop into actually meeting.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
Did you guys meet at a catfish place? Come on, tell me.
No.
Let's build a scenario.
I was going through the initial split up with my ex or whatever. I was hanging out in my mom's apartment during the day. Just like texting,
Yeah.
She pulls up. Really nice car. She had like a blue like fucking Corvette or some shit.
Good car.
But she gets out. She has her hood pulled up over her head, and I'm just watching her like waddle up the staircase.
Maybe she had a
no.
problem.
She gets up.
Maybe she recently fell down.
No. She gets up there, dude. She's all of 300 pounds at least.
Wait. 300 pounds and curves in the right area, or is it like all gut in the front?
Like, have you ever seen a dumpling?
Yeah.
A whole dumpling as a person with like legs.
Don't make this appealing to me, because all right, you got to use another.
Oh, it's far less tasty.
It sounds
no, because dude, like
Yeah,
I was
delicious,
even
man.
at the point, dude, because we had such good conversations just talking. I was like, yeah, so I'm real active and stuff. It's like, yeah, I just hate the idea of being active at all at work. And I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. She might have had like a body transformation where it might have worked, but no. And I don't mean that to sound shallow at all.
No, actually, you should, Sean.
Because I'm not sexually attracted to morbidly obese people. I'm just not. If you're like, look, dude, I get like a little bit of a pooch here.
Yep.
But I'm not fucking goddamn that, you know? Like,
I mean, it sounds
at
shitty,
all.
but like, you have to be attracted to the rapper, you know,
Yeah.
to some extent. And just look over and be like, I don't mind hitting that.
Well,
sometimes,
what happens to me
you know?
too? The thing. Well, what I was saying, like when I said like I got bummed out or whatever, I was looking like I was like, oh, this person seems cool or whatever. And I'm like, oh wait, I don't want to fucking meet nobody that has kids or blah blah blah. So like that automatically is like a shot to the heart. Like, oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Or you have to be fucking like 6'5" and I'm like fucking 5'8.5". So it's like,
dude, if they're basic bullshit like that,
talking about his dick.
oh, no, it
I
wouldn't
don't know
even be
what we're
where I
talking
get
about.
it, but no, like that's like I have like a whole thing. I remember I wrote a set like about it, like you know that's like the cliche thing you write about like fucking Tinder or whatever. But I had this thing like I don't want to date somebody that goes to Belize and takes fucking pictures with brown kids as props and fucking they're like big quirk is they like tacos and fucking traveling. Like
it's so random.
Like
Traveling
fuck off.
is one of those freaking
Fuck
things
off.
that you could
You-
just say
and
that
it's
you
like-
love, and
like
it's like nobody's gonna go
and
miss
you're
you.
not even a trust fund baby. You're really traveling around because you're a sugar baby.
You're just
like you're
in
fucking
debt.
old
That's all
guys.
this sounds to
Like,
me. It's just debt and credit card maximization.
No,
That's it.
I'm a free spirit.
Wanderlust, wanderlust, y'all.
I like to do yoga on top of a mountain.
This just sounds like shit. Staying at shitty
like
hostels.
shit.
But no, like
And-
it's like and that's what it comes down to, dude. It comes down to actually have standards. I
Here-
like
but here's
even
the-
somebody that I'm just gonna like fuck around with. I still have standards.
No,
like,
you should have standards.
I
Nah.
always
You
have
should 100%
standards.
have standards.
So like if what's out there isn't up to what I'm used to or even in the realm, I'm not gonna settle.
You know
I
what?
just
You know
don't.
what it is. This could just be not like your product. The product that you want is not available in this market.
Exactly. No, that was part of like when I was
Yeah.
talking about like before, like I said, I decided to lay down roots here as far as I'll establish a house here. I'll buy a house.
Yep.
So the kids, I have a lot of kids.
Mhm.
They have a place to live. My mom's
Mhm.
here. She's working. She doesn't want to leave her job. She's happy here. So if I go on the road or get
Mhm.
opportunities, I can give that house to mom, right?
Right.
So part of the reason I wanted to leave though is because the dating pool here is so fucking horrible. Like I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna stay single forever because Colleen is fucking garbage. Everybody here is trash. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it so much. Like it's just ratchet and like people cheating on their fucking military spouses and shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Dude,
horrible.
Austin's no better.
No, Austin. I will say this about Austin. Like I said, when I was first going to Cap City a few times and stuff,
Mhm.
when I was early on being, and I've talked about this on another podcast, like I was like super, because I was so happy with what I was doing, like
Yeah.
doing comedy. I was trying to be friends with everybody, trying to network, like, hey, like, hi, nice to meet you. Like, you had like an awesome set, trying to exchange information with everybody and stuff.
Yeah.
I learned quickly that Austin is not like that. Everybody's like super cliquey and like fucking dismissive and stuff. I will say this, since for the good thing that came with COVID,
Mhm.
where so many Austin comics came out here and started like hitting our mics and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to collaborate more.
Mhm.
It actually made it a better network because we all were seeing each other regularly and like, hey, we're like
Yeah.
in this together. We're grinding.
Yep.
Like you two, like a year ago, would
Mhm.
have never came down here and did this shit. I promise you wouldn't have.
You don't know how low
Yeah.
our self-esteem is.
Yeah, you
Like,
don't.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
know.
We
I
are.
don't
We
know.
are. The van
No,
is
no,
actually powered by low self-esteem.
But
That's
I'm
how we
saying,
got here.
I'm saying this in a positive way about Austin because at the beginning, I was kind of vocal about like, like Austin comics, man, they don't show no love, bro. I went in Cap City, I lit it up. The crowd loved me, and then like everybody was just kind of like, "Fuck you!" Like nobody like talked to me or nothing, and it was like, "Dude, this is fucked up." Like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
No, but that's how. But that's how it is
how
when
it
it's like.
was.
That's true. That's how it is with like, with anybody new.
Yeah.
Somewhere you go in there, you're just like, okay, like, hey, I'm the new guy over here.
Yeah.
And then everybody just like walks around him and like sniffs him. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, is this guy cool or is this guy not cool?
Yeah.
All right, and then all of a sudden, of course, the first people that will
Yeah.
talk to you are the dorks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me. And
the dorks, and then if you're a chick, any sad guy. That one's got tits and it's brand
yeah,
new.
that's true.
What's
All the
up?
sad guys
Yeah.
start going up and
So
talking to
it's
you
fun.
and everything.
makes
and then you
sense.
stop making friends with them.
Yeah.
No,
and then
to,
you
to
just
be
talk
fair,
to them.
to be fair, I think the first people that like actually talked to me and communicated with was like they were definitely creeps. I'm pretty sure they were creeps.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
It's a very. They own
Yeah.
cats. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Ever like.
shout out to Adam Wolf over in Waco.
Shout out to those cats.
still looking for that threesome for you and your girl, bro. Keep digging.
Good luck.
Yeah.
He'll find it
I'm
someday.
trying by swiping, but nobody
Waco.
wants.
No,
to
him
listen.
and Dustin Wines actually were the first two
No.
from Waco I talked to
No,
because
but
they were out there.
but you're also talking about this where it's like now that like mics are just non-existent in
Yeah.
Austin, and now we first of all we lost our home base, Cap
Yeah.
City. That's gone. That
Yeah.
that makes sad. Everybody put on sad
You know-
posts and everything like that.
You know,
It's just,
the thing that happened with that though, like for a while I was able to get booked there, like I went like 3 or 4 times. Every time I
Yep.
went, had a great time. I think that I offended somebody at some point because they I would always send my stuff like at midnight, like
Yeah.
super early,
Mm.
and they just stopped booking me. I was like, what did I do?
oh yeah, that kind of. Like, I think I have the longest streak of like not getting booked. It was
I
like about a year and a half.
I made
But-
this. I had this whole set
Okay.
that was directly about Austin,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty funny. Like it's like boom, 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 boom all the way through.
Yeah.
And I say something about gay cowboys.
Mm.
And I say, don't be surprised. You've seen Dallas play. And like, it's done this whole thing about, cats walking around looking like an extra effeminate macho man Randy Savage. Chink, chink. With the Uggs, with the boots, with the spurs. Chink, chink,
Yep.
chink. Oh yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I upset somebody with that.
How did
And
the
yeah, I'm
audience
upset
take
by
it?
your Macho Man impression, man. Like, I was very Danny DeVito or something like that in Penguin, dude.
Stab into my Slim Jim, bro.
Wait, did the audience like it? And
Oh,
the
they thought it was
comics
funny.
not?
Like somebody
Yeah.
screamed out laughing.
Oh, so
Like type shit. Like
so what the fuck's?
I just think I think that's when it happened though. And it's like a 5-minute set, and like I was like dude, like I was like talking so fast. Like I put like a 5-minute set into a 3-minute, like, like you know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, like, because I told you I didn't get booked there as much too, but I still showed up.
Yeah.
And everything, and like, and I'm also super grateful when I showed up is that like they used to let me in for free and everything like that to see the big comics and stuff. And I just sat in the back and just be like, all right, cool. And like it was funny. I didn't even have to go to the front anymore. They were just like, hey, Omar. I'm like, all right, cool. They knew me right away. The bow tie and stuff like that. Even the door guy. Like one time I didn't come dressed up and he got mad at me. Where he was just like, what the hell? You're not in your uniform. I'm like, oh shit. Bye-bye.
Well, no, I was actually, you know what? I was actually refreshed that you showed up as you did today.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting you to put on a front and put on the bow tie and stuff, but you came out like you did, and I actually have more respect for you for that.
Well, this is kind of like I said.
No, you're chilling. You're being yourself.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm telling you.
I like that.
The bow tie
No,
guy.
like, respect.
I appreciate that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. The bow tie guy is me. The essay in
No,
me
they
is
both
me.
have a place.
The
a
CPA
time.
in me is me. You know what I mean? It's just all.
I love
just
it.
Me.
I love
no
it.
matter where I go. I'm not gonna put on a suit for you. Fuck, it's
Yeah.
hot.
No.
But I'll put on like a shirt with a nice bow tie on there and stuff like
Dude,
that, and some slacks.
You showered?
I didn't.
I
like,
showered for you,
'cause
man.
This is our
haven't
first
washed my
time we've
ass.
actually had a real conversation, so I didn't know. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna put on like a front and be showy and just show up with the bow tie and stuff, and you didn't. So you surprised me.
no, I
again-
still have a tie on and everything, but it's not like.
Again,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
you definitely got a lot of points in my book today.
I appreciate
And
it.
even
Thank
for
you.
driving down here, because you don't fucking know me like that. But what I think I'm developing here, though, with this show is going to be it's going to be something good.
No.
It is something good, and I think it's going to get even
And that's
better.
why you're getting hit up more because now the form has changed. We're not
Yes.
going up on stage and like talking shit. That's a limited supply.
Mm-hmm.
That's a limited supply now. There's a whole lot of demand for it, limited supply. But then now we're venturing out into this new market of kind of like doing the podcasting and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
the videos and everything,
Just
and
like
doing
expanding.
we're getting out of our comfort basic zone that we've been doing for years.
You both
now-
definitely after today, you both are going to be on my short list of people to call.
Oh, appreciate it.
No, like really, like I'm going to
We get
my,
way dumber.
It's fine. I do too. Like
And
if
drunker.
if ever you listen to the Popcorn Trick podcast and hear how I get on there, there's like 1 or 2 episodes I listen back and I'm like, dude, I was so fucked up. Oh god, it's like it's almost embarrassing, but. Every show I do, I keep it uncut. It's like, this is who I am,
True,
for
true.
better or worse.
You're better than us. We edit our shit all the time, man. Our first
okay.
conversation together was four and
I've
a half
said
hours.
some stuff. I've said some stuff.
There's
I
a reason
definitely-
why our podcast is only 30 minutes long.
I've definitely. Well, this one right here has like a 2-hour. The Popcorn Trick podcast has like a very short, like couple-minute intro, then right into the movie. So it's like either 90 minutes, an hour, whatever, you know, depending on what we're watching. But yeah, like I'm just trying to make different content, work with different people, network and stuff. So again, thank you both
Oh, we
for
appreciate
making the
Thank
trip down
you.
here. You guys have been awesome.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
that.
for having us.
I'm
appreciate
really glad to get to know both of you a little better too.
All right. Can we plug our own podcast one more time?
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's just like All Regrets Podcast.
It's a podcast about regret.
You could, like I said, with me, Sam Noorani, Omar Gonzales. It's available anywhere you could download podcasts. You know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Go to
Listen.
I would prefer you go to Spotify because I'm a sellout. I will 100% like they're paying for shit now.
I'm not on Spotify yet because I'm gonna make them come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if
No,
I'm
no,
willing
no.
to
Only
suck
the
my
pop-
own,
no, hear me out, hear me out.
if
The
I'm willing to
popcorn-
suck
the
my own
popcorn
dick, what makes
trick-
you think I won't suck Spotify's dick? All right?
The popcorn trick, the movie one,
Yeah.
is on there.
Okay.
This podcast, the filmed one that I actually take time to edit and do like the cutbacks and all that, is only available on www.patnoproductions.com. That's PATNO productions.com. And after every podcast episode gets released, a week after release, you can find it on www.youtube.com/LMS, aka Epizzle, EPIZZLE, which was my rap name when I was like 15, but I still have
That
the
makes
same
a lot of
YouTube.
sense.
I still, dude, I can play you some
Was
stuff.
DJ Mayonnaise already taken?
You know what? After we get off the show, I'm gonna hook up my Bluetooth speaker. I'm gonna play you something, and you're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" And I'm gonna be just like, "This voice that you hear now developed from the military, having to brief people and stuff. It'll make sense."
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit of a social chameleon. So, or what did I was watching? No, I watched this quick thing that we were talking about Larry the Cable Guy, how the character got created, and all
Well,
that.
that was a radio bit, right?
I'm trying to remember. I was watching it, but it was basically just about the actual guy that plays him and whatnot. and like it resonated with me in the fact that he said that he was a linguistic chameleon. Basically, the surroundings he would be in, like whether it was his family, like it was like in Michigan or something like that. After a while, a couple months, he would start blending in with them, which I definitely. If I go to Maine, I start picking up that accent over there. You know, you want to get the lobster over there, some butter, and you know, it's fucking cold outside. Let's go get a fucking sled on the fucking, get the fucking snowmobile going, hit the fucking ice, pop some fucking flags, go fucking ice fishing, boy.
And then,
Fuck yeah.
Wow, it's like if Mike Hudak is in my house.
I know.
Holy shit.
Dude, I love, you know what? I love Mike Kodak because
I feel like
first
doing
time,
Boston crabs with him now.
the first time I performed at Cap City is when I met Mike Kodak.
Yeah.
And I always felt like as I watched, from a distance, like he would come down to Twice as Funny to mess with us and clean and stuff. I was like, damn, this dude's going on tours and stuff. He's like doing shit. But then he invited me to do the podcast with him and Craig. Shout out to Craig again. Craig is actually from my hometown.
Yep.
In Maine. The place I was born, Craig's actually from there.
Oh, wow.
We're from the same place. Fucking wild, because it is a small ass paper mill town in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. And also,
But no, like shout out to Mike. Super huge fan of Mike. But no, he brought me on the show, dude.
by the way,
and like,
Craig used to be my roommate. And everything.
Really?
But that's a conversation we're having off the thing. But
Okay.
but yeah, shout out to my buddy Craig too.
okay, so you're the other gay roommate he had. Anyway,
That is true. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Told you, man. I'll suck Spotify's dick. Fucking pay me.
Hey, he's sucking his own dick. He's sucking other people's dicks.
I'm sucking my own dick to prepare to suck Spotify's dick. Yeah.
Whatever you got to do. Spotify,
SoundCloud too.
Spotify.
You want me to tickle the balls? I'll tickle your balls.
Yeah,
He'll do it.
I'll tickle your clouds. Good.
That made me laugh. Fuck you. That made me laugh. All right. I like that.
Beautiful.
No, but shit, what we're talking about right now?
We were talking about Mike and Craig real
How
briefly.
much
No,
we love
before
them.
that.
You were pledging your undying love
Yeah.
for Mike and Craig.
That's true.
I
I
think
believe
you
that was
stopped
already
at
done.
you love when-
No, you were talking about linguistics, like you're
Yeah.
like Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, like what I was saying is between living up north, down south, moving around a lot. I was never really fake with who I was or what I was doing, but I definitely adapted to my surroundings as far as being able to communicate with people.
Well, your favorite reference changed a lot, though. Like that
Dude,
sounds like different types of. If you're a young
even
kid,
if you listen to me when I first started doing comedy, like the first hits I was doing at Cap City, I was like, you know how motherfuckers be like you hear it's completely different than what I'm doing right now, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, like as soon as we started the podcast, you said like, hey, where'd that bass come from? This is like my right. This is my this is my hosting voice. This is where I'm at.
that is the voice that you once you find your voice, it's great.
It is like, and I can like feel it when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
If it's natural, this is me actually talking to you, but I feel the difference because I'm so much like more light, like especially like my buddy Mike. I'm friends with this big gargantuan dude from fucking Tampa Bay, Florida. Country as fuck white dude, just fucking jacked as shit.
Yeah.
When I hang around him, dude, and we're like drinking and we're smoking or whatever, like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, goddamn, boy. Got him. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like it's just how we get down. That's how we get down. But it's not fake. There's like a more ratchet side to me.
Of course.
You know?
Like you
and
adapt.
I have a very ratchet side to me. So, but
Fair.
yeah, but like I'm trying to put something together that's conducive to progress, is cohesive, it makes people feel comfortable and know that I'm taking them seriously.
Yeah.
And I take what I do as seriously, and just trying to build.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's all you can do, man. Just like one step at a time, one podcast at a time, one project at a time. You get better and better and better, and everything. Like that was a shock we had when we had our numbers. Like when we first started looking, we started looking at our numbers, and it wasn't that great. But then we started doing more podcasts going out there. People word of mouth, mouth started going.
And it was like, you're listening to this shit?
It's like,
wow.
We judge our listeners. Like you guys,
We
can
judge
find
Yeah,
your
I'll be honest.
content.
Like, please love yourselves, guys.
Once-
Yeah,
if
love
you're
yourselves,
listening.
man. Like
Yeah.
Once
take
my
a break.
episodes start hitting like around 50, I feel good. Like, oh, we actually have like a base.
Yeah.
Like it's starting to build, So again, I'm still trying to find people that want to promote or advertise through these various shows. I'll definitely plug your product or your service or your venue or whatever. And any money that you submit to do that, to collaborate, will be put directly into advertisement. So basically, I'll put it in so that we get more shows, more displays, more views, whatever. So not only does it feed the podcast, it feeds the person that's paying into the podcast.
Of course.
So it's completely conducive to progress.
You're building an army. You're building a thing. All they have to do is give you money, and you're gonna take like flyers, and you're gonna go down to Bermuda or like Jamaica,
I'm not taking.
Costa
I'm not
Rica,
taking the. I'm
and
not.
you're gonna hang them in every single resort you're at, spending that money you spend on advertising.
I'm
Of course, it's
I'm
great.
not
That's
spending.
great.
I'm not spending the money on pizza. Shout out to
No, yeah,
Pizzagate
yeah.
or to cocaine.
Hey,
Shout
look.
out to old habits. Hey, or anything else. Like I'm trying.
You're building an audience.
Yeah, and
That's
like
all
I
you
said,
can do.
right here in Killeen.
Yep.
I was gonna go all. I was gonna go
Don't
completely. I was gonna go up towards Dallas. I was gonna go to Austin at first, and I was like, wait, how much space can I get for the money I have? Oh, Waco,
Nope.
Yeah.
up towards Dallas. And I was like, wait, no, my mom's here. She's working. She likes her job. I need somebody to watch the kids if I go. So here I am. And you guys, again, thank you a million times for coming down.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody else that has. Shout out to those that will. And please spread the good word about your experience here today if it was good.
But dude, man, we appreciate
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Yeah.
Of latter-day
So
Saints.
I think
Jesus.
we are actually
that's-
pretty.
No,
That's a
I'm good with God. All right, no, I'm good with God. Don't. That was not a side Jesus. All right, that was like a Jesus.
No, you're just repeating it. Like,
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah,
the guy,
yeah.
Jesus.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's
The
got the
whole wide
whole
world.
world in his hands, like Bray Wyatt does. Like whole world in his hands.
Yeah,
That's a
that-
WWE
So
reference.
neat.
I
Yeah,
fucking-
hey.
all right.
Huge Bray Wyatt fan.
Thank you.
Shout out to the Fiend.
Shout out to the feed.
Yep. But we are approaching our 2-hour time. We are hitting right around there,
Dang, we didn't even that just flew by.
doesn't
Yeah.
it?
I feel like
Dude.
I said a lot of
therapy
regretful
session.
things
That-
on this podcast,
that
man.
makes-
I just thought about this.
Yeah.
I was kidding.
It warms my
Wait
heart.
till the
So
playback.
Nah, you're fine.
It warm-
It's
every-
like if we were on our podcast.
every time,
Where I just say a bunch of horrible shit and then
every
regret it
time
later.
somebody has a good time, or they're like, "Oh fuck, it's already over," it really does warm my heart.
Yeah, it's
I-
like fucking.
dude,
Just like that. When you just already came,
yeah.
you're just like, oh,
I was
wow,
just
it already
having-
came. It's gross, so great.
all kinds of passive gay sex with Omar just now.
And you know what? I was there witnessing it. And
Yeah.
You guys are beautiful.
We locked
That
eyes.
is a
We locked
beautiful
eyes for a
way
little
to
bit.
say that you're a cuck. Like that is
I
so
wasn't even
sweet.
a cuck. I was just
You're just standing
Look,
there.
I was just
Sam
here.
Sam has a boyfriend, so I'm not gonna say anything disrespectful. But hey,
No, I say this
she held the
much.
camera. Anyway,
It got
Women
wobbly
empowerment,
for a
women
second.
working.
Hey.
All right, just put
Yeah.
that out there.
We can
well, no,
also be
I
behind
have
the
to
camera.
use this kind of humor for the gay base that's building because they've been calling me daddy and stuff. So
Of
hey,
course.
I'll own it.
Yeah,
Hey, Poppy,
Papa.
why not?
Just don't touch my pee pee. Anyway,
No PP for Papa.
no pee pee touches. You can love me from afar the way I used to love Katy Perry before she went crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nah, I still hit it.
Touch yourself a lot.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
a recent photo. I'm still like, yeah,
Yeah.
she got jugs.
So-
Just look from the neck down.
Sam,
Yes.
first of all, thank you.
Oh, likewise.
Is there any projects you're working on or upcoming things that you would like to plug?
Yeah, I am co-hosting a show with BLC. It's In the Meantime. It comes out on Thursdays. So if you guys want to check it out, it's on the YouTube. It's on Facebook. In the Meme Time. It's a meme-based game show. And of course, the podcast.
Creating
that-
memes on the spot,
Yeah.
basically.
Nice.
And then the podcast Omar and I do.
Yep.
With,
All regards and everything. Like literally, you took me. I haven't done stand up since Mr. Tramps. Like March. I think it was like March 10th was the last time I did stand up.
Wow.
And I've been mainly just focusing on getting my CPA license and everything like that, just studying that and everything. But I'm pretty glad I took time out of my day to come here and do your pod, bro. I
Thank you,
appreciate
dude. Thank you. So aside from that, I'm just gonna ask you directly since I asked Sam.
Sure.
Is there anything that you would like to take this opportunity to directly plug? And thank you, by the way, for coming down.
Of course. Like I said, All Regrets Podcast, the podcast about regrets with Omar Gonzales and Sam Noorani, available anywhere that you go. We have 2 episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays are like our normal show where we go over regret. Sometimes it's personal stories. Sometimes we're just like, we look at a news story and be like, oh, you're going to regret that. Or
You remember that dumbass thing? Yeah.
I think like one of them recently is that am I going to regret this? Which is like I am part of the COVID research study. This thing she's got a vaccine in me, I think, or a placebo. We don't
See what
know
happens.
how to go through shit on process,
Yeah.
process and stuff, man. But check that episode out. And then on Thursdays we just have leftovers, whatever bullshit that me and Sam were just talking about
We're just talking
and
stupid.
everything, and just talking stupid and stuff. And
Pretty
eventually
much.
we'll have more projects going off for there. But again, all regrets pod.
Yeah. So
Oh, by the way, if you ever have a regret or anything like that you want to talk about or anything like that, send us an email, allregretspod@gmail.com.
definitely do that. allregretspod@gmail.com. Definitely hit them up.
Yep.
If you guys want to get interactive, and like I said, check them out on Spotify and everywhere else that they might be available at. I just want to say again, hey, you see it. It's happening. We're extending the network. We're bringing more people down. It's going to be more diverse guests. I've got some videographers, some directors and stuff that are going to come out in October. I even got some real solid OG rappers out here, really
Nice.
from the hood,
Nice.
that I've actually been fortunate enough to work with previously. Little old white boy me, believe it or not, has got to work with the deep side of the hood over here. But yeah, that's why I say layers. We all have layers. Anyway, stay tuned. It'll be more than just comedy. It's more than just one part of entertainment. It's more than just part of the human experience. We're going to touch everything except for kids. Shout out to Hillary Clinton again. Anyway,
Cakes, babe.
Pizzagate.
thank you again, Omar.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Sam.
Thank you.
You guys have been fucking beautiful. Thank you so much. This is Everybody Hates Eric, and I know you all do. See you next time. Awesome, guys.
That was fun.
Ah.